Well, folks, it is that time of the month again. Yes, twice in a month. Sometimes it happens. Welcome, everybody, to the Council of Jeremys. I am your host, Proper Jeremy. And with us today, we have Shellback, a.k.a. Hallmark Channel Jeremy. I always forget the THC, don't I? I mean, TCH.
THC? What?
Maybe, depending on what.
Yeah, you just turned me into a ganja.
Our Minister of Propaganda has spoken. Shellback, tell the people what you got going on.
What do I have going on?
Yes, tell the people about your channel.
Oh, I don't know. It's just variety, I guess. You know, whatever I feel like talking about. You know, entertainment or with other, but some serious stuff too. So.
Yep, and you're a veteran of the world's finest Navy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yep. And we'd like to thank you for your service. And also we have Stone Cold Jeremy, who's I at first thought the avatar was The Rock. I will be perfectly honest from a distance, but no, it is based on Jeremy's favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Jeremy, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it? A little bit.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
You want to tell people about your channel or your account?
Well, my channel, I really don't have anything doing with it, other than I just made it just to have Stone Cold Jeremy. Other than that, just about it.
Well, we are happy to have you, and let's go ahead and tweet this out. Boom. All right. We got a few people watching already. Hopefully the notifications were sent out this time. I'd be very disappointed if it wasn't. Mary Mayhem says, first, question mark? Yes, you are first. And you have the link, so you are more than welcome to join as well. Brian the Observer says, Beach Weekend, just dropped a like. Well, Brian, I'd like to thank you for dropping in. I do appreciate that. Wookiee Lives Matter says, hey, Proper. Hey, what is up, Wookiee Lives Matter? Stone Cold Jeremy, yep, you're here. Generation Productions says hello. Hi, how you doing? He didn't say hi to me, but that's cool. And Shellback's in the chat as well. No notifications. What are you?
Called it.
Oh gosh. What, really?
I told you.
How did this is twice now. Twice no notifications have been sent out. Do they just not work now? Okay, now I know what's going on. All the bells have been unclicked. That is very unfortunate, but I tweeted it out, so please spread the word. That would be fantastic. So let's get into some of the stories of today, and so some of the Jeremys we can all talk about all the ridiculousness and the stupid in the world. This one comes from, well, this one is actually something that we talked about last time, and one that I got a copyright claim on because I showed the Disney. The Disneyland fight, but good news on that. Very good news. We have right here. It says that I'm going to read the article to you. The people allegedly involved in the viral Disneyland fight have been charged with multiple felonies and misdemeanors. The Orange County District Attorney's Office on Tuesday announced that multiple felonies and misdemeanors had been filed against numerous people after a video of a large, brutal fight at Anaheim's Disneyland went viral. The fight occurred earlier this month at Toontown. Those involved were originally only cited that day, but after brawl made national improper. After the brawl made national news due to the disturbing video, authorities said they were investigating further, and the video shows two men. They were charged with. The men were charged with 5 felonies and 9 misdemeanors for allegedly attacking the guy who attacked his sister, brother-in-law, and girlfriend, endangering his child and 3 other children, and threatening to kill members of his family. Yeah, happiest place on earth, isn't it?
That's why you don't take Bebe's kids to Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah. or just in general, just I don't know, don't be fine at Disneyland. Like, come on, like. But by the way, I did actually get to visit Disneyland recently. I was with Jeremy and Gary and a number of other people were there as well from the Fandom Menace community. It was like a San Diego Comic-Con squad that we were all hanging out with Jeremy while he was here, and Gary. And we went to the spot and we kind of reenacted the fight, and it was it was funny. And just a couple moments later, you had one of the security guards, like 10 minutes after we had left, we could see them walk into Toontown on a radio. So like, yeah, well, great, quick security they have there. So yeah, maybe somebody was just thinking like, oh gosh, again. But so I'd like to pass the question off to you guys. I don't know what do you, I think what do you think about the people finally getting justice? I'm sure it's pretty unanimous, but I'd like to know your thoughts about this story. We can start with Shellback.
I mean,
yeah, pretty obvious.
When you don't act right, things happen. I guess I don't know. I kind of find it more hilarious than anything, but it's just that I don't know. I mean, why would, if you're gonna have a spirited conversation like that, I don't know, take it or take it out back or something, I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Stone Cold.
Well, I honestly don't know what to think other than, why do people do these things? I'm almost at a loss for words. It's like, really? I mean, you got to do this now outside in the public? I mean, you can't go somewhere more private and take care of that?
Right. I mean, like, why would you do that in public? Or just, I mean, like, out of all the places to do it, it's just kind of strange.
I was gonna say, in public is one thing, because I mean, stuff happens.
Yeah,
but I mean, at an amusement park, it's especially that amusement park,
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some level of decorum.
Yeah, it was like, well, I'm sure they didn't just go there with the intention of, hey, we're going to duke this out here. We're going to settle this. No, I highly doubt that. But I mean, it happens, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Caitlin asks, oh, wait, I'm going to go up a little bit further. We'll get to you, Caitlin, in just a second. Yes, so, notification squad. Jeff Nelson says, what time is Failed Save this evening on Mary Mayhem's channel? That is going to be 4 p.m. Pacific. So right after this, I'm going to send you all over there. We're going to start until like maybe an hour or two after. But yeah, it's about 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, and I always have a lot of fun. And for those of you who don't know, that's Mary Mayhem's D&D sort of thing that we got going on, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of great people are in there, and it's awesome. Yeah, Caitlin says YouTube doesn't like you. Yeah, I got that feeling. I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. So I hit 1,000 last night, and then an hour later, YouTube decided to purge me, and there was a bunch of subs that were just gone, and now no notifications are being sent out. It's just insane now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, YouTube doesn't want me to be past 1,000, and clearly that's but it is what it is, and I'm sure I'm gonna get it back up there. But it's just kind of like having a second Christmas, as a friend of mine said a little bit ago. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, copyright strike for the Disneyland fight. Asked Caitlin. No, not a strike, just a just a claim. They just claimed a certain part, and they were doing that with all of the channels. And nobody told me about it until midstream after we had already done that. I was like, what? What? Who is this person? You know, this is ridiculous. So we spent like, I don't know if you guys remember, but we spent 20 minutes, 20 minutes going like, who is this guy? This guy sucks. It's like, why is he claiming these videos? It's not his.
They claimed a part.
Yeah, they claimed a part of it. Yeah, I know. I know why.
What,
they just
what
the
part?
The part where we showed the video. The Disney.
Oh, that okay. The whole. All right. Well, no, I thought you meant they claimed like part of that video. You know, it's like, well, how the hell do you?
Oh no, they just say like this is where this is all shown, and that's it. We'll say better than a strike for sure, but definitely something I wasn't expecting, or or anything like that. So yeah, fun, very, very fun. All right. So Jeremy Rodin is here. What is up, man? How you doing, Jeremy Rodin? I know you used to be the Russian Odin account, but then you changed your name to Jeremy Rodin so you can be a part of the Council of Jeremys. By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, and thank you to each and every single one of you who have done that. I really appreciate that. We got 13 people watching. That is awesome. I'm going to keep on going to the chat, and then we're going to move on to another story. He says, well, I'm supposed to be working. All right, Caitlin, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Generation Productions said, was saying, like, I was saving the best for last. Well, thank you, and hello, Generation Productions. Appreciate the good vibes. Jeff Nelson says, watching a failed save made my mild tech anxiety about online RPG go away. Realized tech expertise was not required. Well, I'm glad that watching failed save has helped you out. That's really awesome. He says, using D20 and am now engaged. To my my 40-year hobby once again. Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. That's really cool. Okay, now we're going on to the main topic of discussion. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on the Marvel, the MCU Phase 4 announcement. Have you all heard about this? You all heard all the things coming from Comic-Con?
What, like having a movie that sounds like a porno title?
Oh, yeah, that one. Thor, Love and Thunder. From what you've heard, yeah, this whole thing with Natalie Portman now being the first female Thor, and this has been talked about on a number of streams, and I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this and the whole situation. Stone Cold, what do you think about Jade Foster now becoming a female Thor? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've always been a big fan of Thor, and it's a failed comic for one, and if we're gonna have to suffer through a Jane Foster Thor, why not make a smarter casting choice? I mean, when you have Natalie Portman, she's small, petite, kind of mousy. These are not the qualities of Thor. All right, make a smarter casting choice. How about Gwendolyn Christie? To me that makes a lot more sense. If we have to suffer through a female Thor, let's do a smarter casting choice. Come on, please.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's the first time I'm hearing about that. Why not, go along with it? If we have to do this, how do we do it? And yeah, you're absolutely right. But this is based on some comic that failed, and and it wasn't great then. And I don't know why they think it's a good idea to adapt it, but oh, geez.
Well,
yeah, I would much prefer Gwendolyn Christie. By the way, we have another guest here. We have the DJD Show, also known as Jeremy Movie Phone in the Council of Jeremys. DJD, welcome so much to the chat. How you doing?
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Today I've been trying my best to push this amazing individual, Proper Jeremy, to grow those lovely things back. I mean, those subs that he lost, I wasn't talking about something perverted and degenerate, because that's Proper Jeremy, what he likes to do where he's at. I was talking about those lovely subs. This amazing myth or legend was 1,000 subs, and someone teased him. They teased him and right in the rooster teeth or something. And apparently he lost it. He lost his big, bouncy, I'm not going to say things. And unfortunately, he's below 1,000. He's been blown. So what you need to do is get him back. You need to give him the special pills, get him back nice and stiff at 1,000, right at 1,000. So please, with your heart, sub to this amazing individual. Get him back to 1,000 so we could make fun of him some more with Super Chat. I know I got nailed today. Not with a Super Chat, with Streamlab kind of over a new sub. And they got me good. I can't say it on air unless you're okay with it. It's not that bad.
Type it in first to this chat. And
let's just say the Swallows of Capistrano.
Oh, uh-oh. I have an idea of it, but if you just type it in our little chat in here.
Okay, I'll type it in. But yeah, it's kind of that. It's kind of that.
Okay.
So I got hit with that.
It was was it like you got John Campion there?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm saying goodbye to everyone. It's on the goodbye. It's genius. It's when the host is tired. That's when you get them. So you freaking I'm saying hi to everyone. Someone says hi. I'm a new sub, and then I what you typically do. You say hi to the new sub, and then you read out the name, and you're like, oh yeah, you got me. I said it slow though to try to because I knew there was something there, but the way he did it was clever. Very clever. I'll be using that. That was very effective how he did it. So that right there, I typed in the group chat.
I see it.
There you go. That got me.
I wish you would have said it. Actually,
I had just read a Streamlabs from somebody who said their name. I'm sure it's maybe so. Streamlabs of someone called Proper Jeremy Sucks.
So
and then his message for $1 was Proper Jeremy Sucks. So I'm not surprised that this is amazing. I don't know if it's the same guy. Allegedly, I'm like, he got me. He got.
You know what? That's okay. You can't please everyone.
Apparently, he was pleased. He got pleased real good. Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
Well, that's okay. That's all right. Speaking of the subscribers, Corporal Shepard says congratulations on 978 subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who came by and subscribed yesterday and the day before. That was just that was awesome. To push my channel like that, If anything, I'm just closer to the end game, to the end goal, and just getting up there to 1,000. Then I can live stream mobile, have community posts, be able to have, just the boost that I need to just be able to have, give you guys the best show possible. And we also have somebody else that I have that I haven't seen here, Larry. He's here. What is up, Larry? Thank you. Thank you for coming in. We got 14 people watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate that. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button on our journey to 1,000. We also have the vice president of the Council of Jeremys. We have ForceGhost Jeremy himself. He is here. What is up, man? How you doing?
Hello there. Yeah, no, we're doing good. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Had a few things to do, but I'm here. So. Complete with my new Imperial shuttle that's behind me at the moment, so that I picked up the other day. So there we go, over there.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice.
Only took me 35.
Very cool.
But I got there.
What was that last part?
Took me 35 years to get one, but yeah.
Really? Oh wow, that is so awesome. That is really cool.
Yeah, and it's huge. Hang on. Yeah,
it's huge. That is pretty big.
Yeah, that's how big it is. Yeah, so that's huge.
It's not bad at all. That's not bad.
We had to write the ship on the Proper Jeremy, on the Council of Jeremys, talking about swallowing and big, huge things. It's really big. So, gotta write the ship, get it right back on track.
Yeah. We're good. We're actually just talking about... he says, thanks for the recognition, says Larry. Well, of course, man. Of course. I always try to shout out, new people that I see. And I'm very happy for you to for you to be here. I'm very happy, each and every single one of you.
I just wonder if Larry has a brother Daryl and another brother Daryl.
I get that reference.
That's good. Oh gosh. Okay, so we were just
if you don't if you don't know that reference, look it up. It will lead you to a classic television show. Trust me.
Oh, actually, right now. Okay. So, anyways, oh, I know what that is. Oh, I've seen that before. Nice. Anyways, to the main topic that we wanted to discuss, we were talking about the new MCU Phase 4, and I wanted to get everyone's thoughts on this. I believe who is up next? Whoever wants to talk about their thoughts on the Phase 4 announcements.
Sounds about right.
I'd say that's an accurate statement right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Universal truth. DJ, what did you think overall about? Let's just focus on. We'll focus on the movies.
Pretty much, they're all. Well, I'd say okay. I think if I remember when I was dissecting this on my show, which of course you saw, Proper Jeremy, one side I'm dissecting. Yeah, because you said a certain thing earlier. It's like, oh, it's the first time I've heard anyone say that. I'd said it. I was even worse. It's a Thompson, goddamn, playing it. Preferable to the goddamn Portman's dingbat ass. I mean, there's a few women, if they were younger, that's the problem. 7 of 9. That's quite medium blonde and big. That would have been interesting to play. Female Thor. Interesting human beings. There's quite a good chunk of tall actresses that are thick that could have played female Thor versus
Jerry Ryan. Yeah.
Jerry Ryan is quite. She's got the chin for it. Definitely the lips. Continuing. So pretty much what I thought overall of the MCU slate was, again, the initial part might be okay. Certain parts I'm worried about. I'm worried about Ant-Man, what the hell they're going to do there. I am worried about the choice of titles. A good chunk of them sound like porn parodies. It's like, what the hell? Is this a joke? They're going to change the title later, I hope. We can only hope. And then apparently the late-breaking news, rumor news, mind you, Avengers 5, and then people losing it over that. I heard that on the back channels. I'm going to double-check the article, see if they're real. So Avengers 5, after this is over, is possibly happening. After Phase 4, beginning of Phase 5, might be Avengers, the next Avengers film.
Avengers 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
I know they said it's not going to happen anymore, but that's what they say, and then they change their minds later. It's pretty much, I guess, this phase they're debating and dissecting to see what it's going to look like for the next one. They could scrap everything. Supposedly, the hint of it is, time travel, or almost ripping off Flashpoint, where they reset the universe if necessary. So who knows what they're setting up for the next thing. They're smart. It's like if people don't like it, they're willing to reset it and just say, oh, all that didn't matter. So, I mean, the bonus will have no Brie Larson. Hey, maybe become someone else, and maybe they do the character differently. So that'd be a what if, as it were.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was good. And that is what if. By the way, that is one of the shows, I think, or is it? Because I'm not looking at the one that has all the movies and TV shows that it shows which ones are which. But I think, nope, that's the TV show. Okay, all right, just making sure of that. ForceGhost Jeremy, you haven't really had too much of a chance to really talk about this, at least on a stream yet. So I'd love to be very interested to get your thoughts.
To be honest, I don't know a huge amount about the individual films, but just from what I've seen and the titles, and it does look like they're going more and more woke by the minute. I'm very much a person that I'll wait till the films come out and cast my own opinion. You can say a lot of things, good and bad, about a film before it's even come out. None of us know what they're going to be like yet. We can take guesses, but just see what happens. I I'm not optimistic about them, I have to say. I'm not enthusiastic about them. It's a bit like the Star Wars 9. You know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I have no enthusiasm for it at all at the moment. Yeah, and Marvel going the same way, I think. You know, where we would look forward to the next Iron Man movie or the next, you know, Captain America movie. Now it's kind of like meh. You know, that's just all I can say, really.
Yeah, they got rid of all the interesting characters.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much all the characters that are exciting and adventurous that are all pretty much mostly gone. I'd say the
all the
closest thing you got
Avengers are
left
gone.
is Thor, maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy people, and then, Doctor Strange barely. It's not good. The excitement's gone.
Well,
Party's
yeah,
over, man.
And also,
Party's over.
They just announced a lot of new films and everything, which is great. But the thing is, like, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 would be up there, at least.
That's true.
That was the one that I was like, what?
They could always add it in, right? They could always add it in, like at the back end. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's only the initial phase announcement. So, yeah. Oh, Sample Grit. What's up? I don't believe I've seen you around before, but welcome to the chat. He says Iron Whammond. Oh gosh. Oh no, Iron Man is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like female Iron Man doesn't work because it's Iron.
Well, I saw the prototype
Man.
already. It's female Iron Man apparently.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, and the butt sticking out, and she's all in white. It's like a completely white Iron Man outfit, and the butt sticking out. And it's not. I don't know if people are gonna go for this. So it's not. Hey, at least it's not Riri Williams, but it might be Gwyneth Paltrow as Iron Man. Oh, or Iron Woman as
They
it.
did
Oh, God.
Yeah, they did kind of hint at that, didn't they? In the
They did. Yeah.
Very much so. I don't know how that's
It'd be
going to
the
go.
wokest goddamn MCU ever.
Right.
Jade eggs for everybody. Some people get that reference. They'll be like, "Oh no, ooh."
Yeah.
You don't want to look up Jade eggs to Gwyneth Paltrow. That's all I'm saying.
Huh. So he said I was joking, not surprised though that it's a real thing. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it's a real thing. You know, this is just whatever. But one thing that I am happy about is they're calling it the Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. I'm so glad that they're not calling him Captain America. That is a very positive thing. Did anybody actually think for a second that the Falcon was going to change his name to Captain America?
Well, it kind of did in the comic book, so yeah, I would have been upset had they done that.
I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, Winter Soldier should have been Captain America, like in the comic book. But oh well, if they were going to pick anybody, we'll see how it goes.
Well, you just said they both were.
Yeah, they've both been it. Winter Soldier became Captain America at one point, as has the Falcon become Captain America. So it'll be interesting.
I am Iron Man.
I think.
I love that.
I think the argument that they made of why he passed the shield to Falcon instead of Bucky was that there's still some iffiness to Bucky's mind or whatever, you know, like he's still somewhat susceptible to falling under the powers that had him doing stuff, you know. So I don't know.
All right. Well, those are some of our brief thoughts on that. Oh, sorry, I'm late. A snake ate my computer mouse, says Indiana Jeremy. Oh, what is up, man? What is up? Good to see you here, Indiana Jeremy. So, all right. So I think now I believe it's time that we can get to something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit, as well as a couple other stories we still got going on. Some of you might have heard of it already. There is this lovely, lovely article from The Independent sure some of you already know what I'm talking about. But the article in question, the headline reads, now that we've got a female Thor, let's topple every pale, male, and stale superhero character we can.
Yeah, I saw that for a second. And then made fun of it. I think I made fun of it on the show real quick. And then it moved on because it was crap.
Oh, yeah. Would you? For those of you who, how about the rest of you fellas? Have you seen this yet? Have you heard of this?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, I think Jeremy briefly covered it in his last live stream, I think. But yeah, it's the way things are going at the moment. They seem to be going from one extreme to another. Everyone wants equality, but they seem to be not meeting in the middle. It seems to swing from one extreme to another. And
no, they don't want equality. They want superiority. That they think the people that they're, pardon my French, bitching at have when they don't, not really.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually present this to everyone. So we're going to take a little quick look at this, and we'll see what everybody thinks while this is going on. Okay, so now that we've got a female Thor, let's topple every pale, male, and stale superhero character we can. Oh, geez, this comes from KT Roberts. Oh, Jesus. All right. So superhero movies are important. That's not an opinion. It's just true. All right, your first sentence literally is an opinion. So yeah, your argument's already just out the window. Avengers Endgame.
Now watch out for the bottom of the article. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Might be dangerous.
Okay, will do.
I'm joking, by the way, but
I've seen
you'll
it.
see it.
Proper. I think she improperly put a comma in the wrong spot. But anyway.
Oh, they've done a lot of improper things already. Just looking at this. Avengers Endgame is the top box office film of all time. Usually they say highest grossing film, but that is neither here nor there. Racking in $2.79 billion and watched by millions. It's worded weird. Superpowers get bums on seats. Well, in seats. Oh, God, everything's bad. Everything's bad. And sneaking in social justice messages under the radar is a tried and tested way of speaking to the masses. Yeah, that's something we don't like. So stop it. I don't. Please. These stories have always been about underdogs proving their worth or those who are other finding their place. And the recent wave of heroes who truly reflect these traits is one we should cheer as it builds into a tsunami. Since Saturday's announcement of a female Thor, the internet has blown up with people wailing that the historically straight white male pool of superheroes is drained for a more diverse roster. Many can be safely ignored. I saw one person on social media bemoaning the betrayal of the North Myths, a complaint curiously absent in Thor, blah, 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 swanning about an orgy, whatever. I don't know what that, whatever. It's the ostensibly more reasonable complaint that I don't mind female POC characters, but why can't they make their own? That nettles me because, make no mistake, we are. Villain interrupted my play about supervillain. Oh, yeah, well, I guess promoting your stuff. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Original characters, even what's created by behemoths of Marvel and DC, have nothing like the attraction of old favorites, meaning we're starting the race seconds before the big boys cross the finish line. Stealing a few of their spots at the front is not only positive, but absolutely necessary. I beg to differ. I just disagree with everything you're saying right now. Wow. Quite apart from anything else, it genuinely makes the art better and bigger. Audiences tire of the same old stories told by the same old people with the same old characters, just dressed up in different superpowers. That is That is correct. I mean, I think a lot of people are tired of having the same things. It's just Hollywood in general. So, yeah, I can agree on that. Look at the success of films like Black Panther, Captain Marvel, or the aforementioned Thor Ragnarok, which took a risk, hired a minority director, let him get on with his, frankly, insane ideas and reap the rewards in the form of a massive box office smash, fawned over by critics. Likewise, Into the Spider-Verse reimagined Spider-Man as a black teen graffiti artist and won an Academy Award and $375.5 million at the box office. What are your thoughts on this so far? And also, which took a risk. Thor Ragnarok took a risk, hired a minority director. I don't know if that's a risk at all. Sounds weird, but I don't know. Let's continue the rest of it, and then we'll see how we feel afterwards. It clearly makes for more successful movies with better bottom lines, which a cynic might say is all Hollywood cares about. But just consider the raw potential harnessed by films seen by millions, giving audiences superheroes and spies and princesses different to themselves, normalizes diversity in a way targeted campaigns can only dream of. This is the power of representation. I can't tell you how good it felt to watch women, plural, fight alongside the men in Endgame, and how disappointing it was to have Marvel swerve an on-screen, or it doesn't count, bisexual superhero in the form of Valkyrie, something they have pledged to correct in Phase 4. So yes, let's plunder the male heroes, and Thor is an excellent place to start. There's a simple mechanism by which someone else can gain his powers, as shown in Endgame with Steve Rogers, to whoops of glee from the fanboys now complaining. Plus, Marvel women have a history of relegation to the sappy love interest, or worse, the feisty girl whose only power is the super boyfriend backing her up. Jane Foster is a particular victim of this casual misogyny. She spent 2011's Thor demanding S.H.I.E.L.D. give back her life's work. They capitalize when Thor asks. And the sequel, Thor: The Dark World, as a swooning damsel showing her mettle by giving Loki a good slap while he's in cuffs, and Thor is standing right there. Finally, this is a chance for the character to, ironically, step out of Thor's shadow. And that should be a call to arms for the rest of us in front of and behind the cameras. Women directors are few and far between and are only just starting to helm blockbuster films without a single female lead, with Chloe Zhao directing The Eternals. We're stepping out of the shadows, and if we can step on our male predecessors along the way, all the better.
Can you just scroll down just so I can see at the bottom? I reckon it's going to have to say "Ree" at the bottom.
I'm afraid.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say? I kind of nodded off there for a minute.
No.
Yeah, I was getting that way.
all the lovely people.
What did you think though? What did you think of the story?
Well, she's just a typical SJW, isn't she? So it says it all.
As they say on ForceGhost's side of the pond, shite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah.
And Sample Grit says anti-PC, anti-SJW is the future. Well, I certainly hope so. This is sort of a counterculture on their own. Okay, Immortal Sloth is here. What the WTF is this? This is the Council of Jeremy's Immortal Sloth. This is where we talk about some of the Jeremy parody accounts get together.
Just pretty much. We massage and suck parts of Jeremy, and it's the best.
Oh, it's great.
Hey, we love Jeremy from the quartering. I mean, Jeremy from Jeremy Johns. No, wait. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Lovely little guy.
Yes.
Debate with his Justin Timberlake haircut permanent that he's always going to have.
Yeah, it just is what it is. And Ham Sandwich is here. Ham Sandwich. Oh gosh, Ham Sandwich is awesome. Very much. Oh my gosh, he has a couple of really good videos that I thought were pretty funny. So go ahead and go check out his channel if you'd like. Ham Sandwich. That is.
Can I just do a little experiment? Come over here.
No warning.
Right, so Mrs. ForceGhost. She's down it.
Boob shot.
That's right.
Hello there. Hi.
So I'm. Please say hi. Let me just ask you a question. Who would you rather see in a film, Captain Marvel or Aquaman?
Aquaman.
There's my point. There we go. You can go.
Something to
No, it's just
Completely accurate, though.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
Not interested in Captain Marvel, are you?
No,
No, not at all.
I prefer my women with boobs and an arse.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard that. She said, I prefer my women with her boobs and an
Wait.
arse.
Did she say ass?
Yeah.
There was no ass.
Oh.
Yeah. She
Oh,
prefers her women with boobs and an arse because Captain Marvel doesn't have any.
Oh, God.
For a
Well,
minute, I
thank
thought
you,
she was
Mrs.
saying
ForceGhost.
Captain Marvel had. And I'm like,
No,
what?
no.
Oh, wow. Well,
No.
I'm sorry.
well, thank you, Mrs. ForceGhost Jeremy. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. How's the kid?
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Women
yeah, no.
prefer Jason Momoa.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
and,
do
yeah,
men.
yeah, the kid's doing fine. Jennifer's doing fine. She's asleep at the moment, so yeah, all well there. It was 3.5 months now, isn't it?
Yeah.
3.5
Aw.
months. Well, already that's gone very quickly. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting that camera shot. But yeah, it just goes to the point. You know, they keep saying women want to see women in films, but you know, they're just as red-blooded as we are. We want to see women on film, and women want to see sexy men on film, and why not? You know, just got to think about it sensibly. You know, we don't need all this forced diversity.
Yeah, I mean, you could have it happen organically. I think that's a better way of doing that. And it's not just based about the color of your skin or what's in between your legs. It's your mind. You know, there's everybody is different in some way or another. And if you're just focused on a couple specific aspects that frankly nobody can really help, you know, they're just born with it. They're born the way that they are. Straight,
And it's
gay,
all
whatever. It's fine. You know, it is what it is. You know?
Yeah,
But-
it's all about the writing as well. Because I mean, take Elisa. You know, a strong female lead, an interesting story, a really good film, no SJW BS, and you know, doing relatively well with DVD sales and at the cinema. Not as well as Captain Marvel did, but I think it wasn't marketed as well. I don't think. But we need more films like that that can show strong female characters, and you don't need to have all this SJW crap in them.
I mean, she literally offered that guy her heart.
Yeah.
Literally.
Said, take it off. Yeah.
By the way, I've come back quite a bit. I'm at 984 subscribers. I got a few new ones, so thank you so much, everybody who's just coming in. I see a few. Huh?
What happened to all the others? Because you did go over 1,000, didn't you?
Oh, I know. YouTube decided to purge me.
They purged him real hard. They teased him real hard, and then they ripped it all off. Pretty much. I've been putting him in all the back holes, all over and back places, all over the internet, trying to get him back to 1,000 today. So he's going to be on all the amazing gritty places on the internet, all the dark spaces.
They got him. They got him in the back hole. That's why he's only. That's why he's gonna have to make another run at it.
He's gonna have to just do it a little harder next time. Maybe put certain channels that, amazingly, even though we spawned him, are not in certain. Yeah, this is fun, people.
Did they even kiss
Jeremy, proper Jeremy. We're a big part of him being on the YouTubes. So we were like, wait a second, we noticed something on the side, and our channels happen to not be there, but there's these other fun, lovely other channels that are there. We don't seem to be on that list.
I wonder
The
why.
little Frank and the Wiener Dog clan might be sending some wieners to get some vengeance since they're not there, or Peabody, or wait, yeah, me. I'm not there either. There's other fun channels there that happen to be mentioned. I don't care if I'm not even shown. Put me on the list, you ho, if you want to. Oh, we're coming for the payment. You thought it was just some happy, fluffy, pretty that we made you into existence because you didn't want to. Yes, shocking little tell-all thing about Jeremy. He was shy. He really never wanted to do this, and we literally had to grab him, put the ball gag in his mouth, and throw him on goddamn YouTube. So, I mean, that's the only reason you've gotten all the fun entertainment you've gotten all these months, ladies and gentlemen. Again, make sure he never forgets it, because boy, did we have to endure a lot to get him into the shape he is in now. Jesus God, it was a lot of poking and prodding and lathering up, and then he was ready to be unleashed upon the world. So you can blame us. That's for sure.
Well,
enjoy YouTube. Enjoy Planet Earth.
Well, I'm
oh,
going
God.
to thank you. I'm going to thank you for.
no, it's not just me. Like I said, it was Peabody and Frank, and yeah, it was the team, as it were, the little group of friends that we were. We still are. Yeah.
The Fandom Friday team. I saw them. I saw them all in the chat yesterday, and Molly. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, we're all very proud of you, dude. You've done an amazing job.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I hope to do even better as we, continue to grow, as the Council of Jeremy's continues to grow. This week in BS, this week in bullshit, which is my weekly live stream. Things might change after Google Hangouts, so I figured I'd sneak in another Council of Jeremy's. And speaking of the Jeremy's, there's a lot of Jeremy's in the chat. I'd like to say hello. What is up? And just going to read a couple of chats here, and then we shall carry on. Then, okay, so Art Rocha says, EBS recommended you. I subbed. Seriously? Dude, EBS, thank you. I didn't even know that he remembered me. That's awesome.
Ethan Van Sciver's amazing. I enjoy making fun of him every week with the adventures of Uncle Ethan's beard. It's like, yeah. Look at all the amazing trees and bush. Who doesn't love a little bush in the morning? So that's how I make fun of him. Talk about pie, obviously, extensively. So ABS is badass. So it's pretty cool. You should sub to his small. I mean, he has a little channel. It's growing. It's getting bigger. I mean, he's eating more pie every day. So you should sub to him too, because he's failing right now. He's floundering. He isn't at 150K subs yet. This is fail. Not acceptable, EVS. Come on, chop. And we have to spank you in the butt so you go a little faster. Maybe we get Daddy's belt and spank you with it. I'm joking, big guy. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I didn't say that.
He'll send all the fun bunch after me. No, he knows I'm joking with him. I got a whole series making fun of him. So, yeah.
And I just want to share, speaking of EBS, when I did get to meet him, I got my copy of Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. He signed it when I saw him in Chicago, Star Wars Celebration, and he's a very nice guy. He took us out for pizza and Chinese food. He's a very nice guy. Probably a little bit overwhelmed because there are a lot of people who are very excited to see him. As expected, we thought he wasn't going to show up for a while. So
no.
No, I mean, he said he wasn't going to go. And he says he was going to go. Just
he's basically like a giant cartoon character of a man. So it is amazing when you meet him. So it's fun times. Yeah, it is actual fun times. He's a good guy, great personality. He's actually talented. He just draws some like doodles sometimes. I'm goddamn trying to say character. You almost cracked me up. He does. I'm almost gonna break character shit. So he does draw some doodles sometimes, and a little, I don't know, on the paper things, and maybe. God, PJ's PJ's laughs are making me laugh. Shit. So he does the art. I hear there's something, an earthworm. Oh no, it's a frog. Some frog thing he's making. Hopefully he does well. Good luck with that.
I think you should mention Earthworm Jim when you mentioned Ethan Van Sciver at the moment. I think they had a bit of a falling out, from what I could tell on Twitter the other day.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's up with that.
No, I'm not sure. Just I know that I can't remember the guy's name, who the creator of Earthworm Jim. He blocked EVS on Twitter, and I don't know why. No idea. Bit odd.
Yeah, Doug TeNapel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I joke that way.
I don't know I don't know much about that, so I'm not going to touch that.
No. Don't touch it. Both sides. Yeah, they might want to make you actually proper Jeremy suck if you do that.
No, it's just a bit weird because EBS always seems cool and down to earth guy, and I think Jeremy had the other guy on a live stream once, and he seemed a nice guy as well. So I hope they sort it out. And they, they
and
figure
Jeremy
it
met
out.
him at San Diego Comic-Con, so I don't know what's going on, but I really hope that whatever's going on, that they become friends again, or and everything works out. Just leave it at that. But thank you, Art Rocha, for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Russell Snyder says Chris Pratt is fired from the MCU. Maybe. Oh no, they would never do that.
No, they would never do that. He hasn't done anything controversial.
No,
that'd be crazy. To me, that's one of the guys who can lead.
Didn't someone have a go about him wearing a shirt or something the other week? I can't remember what it was now. That there was someone, they were moaning about him because he was wearing some shirt with some slogan on. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
because
it was a "Don't Tread on Me" flag.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of the proper name. Gadsden. It's the Gadsden flag. It's the American flag with a coiled up snake.
Right.
And which was like used primarily for like the Army, and then the Navy, they have one, and it's just like all stripes with a snake, like it's swimming, So, yeah. I can't remember what the official name for that one is, but
I have no idea.
But anyway, it was a "Don't Tread on Me" shirt, and everybody's like, "Oh well, Chris Pratt's now a racist and
I thought it was just
white
weird
supremacist or whatever."
I don't know what. I can't keep up with this crap anymore.
Yeah.
How does it? I don't
He's
even.
probably one of the nicest guys in Hollywood as well, from what I can gather.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. But I did just covering the story between him and his wife. The previous one, that's a comedian that played the retarded woman in the Scary Movie series.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Anna.
Anna Faris. Yeah.
Oh, she was funny.
Yeah, she had Down syndrome, apparently, according to the what's the name of the Wesley Snipes brothers? Hey, I'm getting it wrong. I'm joking.
Wesley Snipes.
I gotta stop doing that. God dang it, you're right. I caught myself doing it today, and then I scolded myself. It's like proper Jeremy would correct the grammar on this when I said it.
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, I know, but I meant to do it that way because of the blade thing.
I actually rewatched that the other day, the Sam Jackson video when he was scolding that guy.
Yes.
He was Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, God. Ooh, that would be insulting. Oof.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and they didn't fire the guy, but they were just like, ooh, this is gonna be going the rounds on YouTube for a little bit.
I think so.
Was it
you know who else is doing the rounds on YouTube? Mary Mayhem. She does amazing rounds every day and on the weekends especially. I sub to her fine channel. She still hasn't gotten to 2,000. Maybe she's about to hit 2,000. Let me go check.
She's
almost at 2K. All right, she's gonna be at 2K soon. So there you go.
I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on.
She'll do something
today,
amazing on her channel, and boom, just 2,000, just like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on her channel for Failed Save, which is a D&D game, which is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking
forward to stream sniping and making fun of that. All right, continue.
Thank you.
A little bit.
Thank you for the stream sniping. We appreciate that. Stuart Edmund says these women think they are owed it because of historical oppression. And you know what? I do think that not having the right to vote is a bit oppressive. Yeah, sure. But over the past, at least a couple of decades, I think we've really seen such huge improvements on that. And I thought, for a while, we're just fine. Maybe it's just my foolish, naive thinking that everyone gets along and everything. But you know what? I mean, come on. I mean, just rebooting franchises and just replace them with women doesn't help women. If anything, it makes people upset about it, and they complain about it. And some of these poor actresses, have to. I guess sometimes they take the brunt of it, of all the criticism. What was her name? The Captain Marvel lady who is the James Bond. What was her name? Lashana Lynch or something? Or who is it?
Something, yeah.
Oh, anyways, yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for her because she's going to be taking a lot of the heat, even though it wasn't her decision. But if you have the opportunity to be 007, cool, take it. Go ahead and take it. I mean, but that's just me. It's more on the writers and the directors, the people who are making these decisions, than the actors themselves. But that's just me. Let's see what we got here. The Senate is
the
here.
thing, though.
Senate, how you doing, man? How you doing? It's nice to see you again. What were you saying, Shellback?
Well, I said that's the thing, though. Like what I've heard, they're trying to say, oh well, 007 and even the name James Bond is like a code name and all this crap, and it's like, no, it's not. The freaking the writer of the damn books wrote the character James Bond. He didn't say your name is Bob, but when you join MI6, we're gonna call you James Bond. Yeah, no, that was not the case.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good that they're not going with James Bond. Obviously, that would work. 007. I always thought that if they were going to do that, that would be the way to do it. But it doesn't mean I have to like it. And Stuart Esmond also says Disney hasn't learned that they have Marvel has killed the comic industry with their wokeness, and then what to do, and then they want to do it in their film business. Yeah, I mean, if it didn't do well, why would you adapt it? Does this make sense to anybody? I thought Disney wanted to make money.
No, Disney doesn't care about making money anymore. Have you seen The Last Jedi? Have you seen it? Have you seen what they're doing for Episode 9? Hey, I got a bad feeling about this. Fuck. Frack. Almost said a bad word. Fixed it.
Yeah, it's all good. Swearing is fine, just not every other sentence.
No, I get that. Yeah, it can't be like sketch. Can't be like, I'm joking, sketch. I might have spawned sketch. Oh crap! Run for life.
You have summoned him. He's like, what? Oh, I heard my name. Rest in peace, Twitter. What? Yeah.
Now, I've heard a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people say, that it's like, all this race and gender swapping is like saying, here, take our leftovers,
Yeah, that does a huge disservice, to women, to minorities, just to people in the LGBT community, it doesn't do them any favors, I don't think, just to take something that's already established and then change whatever about them, make Superman gay, I guess. I don't know. Just, if it doesn't, first off, it doesn't matter, why include it? And second, it doesn't do anything but just.
I mean, if you want, if you want a certain character, like, I don't know, I'll pick on Superman.
Yes, let's all pick on Superman.
If you want a Superman,
CGI face.
if you want a Superman that's anything other than a white male, fine, but don't call him Kal-El.
Right.
Give him another name.
Yeah. I agree with that. Maybe another Kryptonian. Who knows? Yeah, that works. That can work.
Maybe a Sith Kryptonian.
Ooh, a sixth Kryptonian. That'd be quite interesting. That should be an account. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that might be a talented account if someone could manage it properly.
Oh yes, indeed. So Generation Production says the article that we just read, that lovely piece of art, smells like feminist BS to me, and that is exactly what it is. Long live the patriarchy. Instead of creating something, they only want to steal or take away something. Yeah, and that doesn't do any favors to anybody. Sample Grit says, when will there be a male lead for Bridget Jones' Diary 3? Yes, where's the male lead for Bridget Jones' Diary 3? Why isn't there a male Wonder Woman? When are we gonna have that?
Right?
Yeah.
Hashtag equality.
Equality, yes.
I just need to get Arnold Schwarzenegger back for a Junior 2. You know, because then they've got a man giving birth, you know, and they can bring that back, you know, and reboot that film and do that again. You know, why not? You know, anything's possible now, apparently.
Mary Mayhem is in the chat. What is up, Mary? Good to see you here. Very much appreciate you stopping by. You are more than welcome to join the stream if you would like. Very much. You can if you want. If you're busy, that's okay. I know you got a plan. D&D with going to be on her channel, and that's going to be super fun. And Mary, feel free to put your link up in the chat. Indiana Jeremy says, step out of his shadow by taking his name and hammer for referring to Thor. Right? Yeah. Yeah, poor Thor. Somebody said, oh shoot, the chat jump on me. Oh, here it is. I think they purposely, Colonel Shepard says, I think they purposely made Chris Pratt emasculated him in Avengers because he wore a shirt they disagreed with. That's what we were just talking about. And I still don't get what that is. I don't understand how it's racist for him wearing it.
Because it was made a couple hundred years ago when there was still slavery and stuff in the country. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go any further with that then, but at least I know why. Mary is giving you permission, DJ, to snipe away. Speaking of toxic males, we need to support Tarantino's new film, which came out this weekend. Yes, it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is out. Has either of you seen it yet?
Not yet. I
Okay.
want to, though. But I heard...
I'm definitely going to see it. Diehard Tarantino fan, so yeah. I heard it was good.
Yeah, sorry, wasn't there something I read today that some people are calling for the film to be taken off screens and for some reason?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Is it too masculine or something?
Oh yeah, it's definitely very manly. It's very manly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I would definitely go and see it.
Yeah, apparently, if you liked Inglourious Bastards, you'll like this film. And,
good. Cool.
It's better than Hateful Eight, I was told. So, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, Hateful Eight was okay, but it dragged on a bit, I think.
Yeah. No, there's no dragging on in this one, really.
Cool.
Writing could have been better, apparently, but yeah, there's definitely no dragging on. Not really. I guess I'll find out. I guess hopefully I see it this weekend.
Cool.
All right. Well, okay, so somebody said that, Indiana Jeremy says the entire point of James Bond is that he's a guy. You want to just talk about that for a second? Why? I thought this was called the James Bond franchise, is it not? The James Bond franchise, and then somebody who isn't James Bond is taking up. This kind of defeats the purpose. Kind of like how Episode 9 doesn't have any Skywalkers alive. So
apparently,
Skywalker Saga, all the Skywalkers are gone. So, I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole Bond thing, because surely, couldn't they introduce a new character in the next Bond film with Daniel Craig, and then they could then have their own spin-off movie, or and then a new arc with a new female black agent, 008 or whatever you want to call them, and and create a new character that still works for the British Intelligence Agency, etc., and carry on that way. But they seem to want to take over everything and change everything. Why do you need to take over existing things when it's quite easy to write and create your own stories? It's like they almost can't come up with new ideas and new stories and new characters. They have to keep taking over existing ones and changing them. And this is where it's all going wrong, I think.
Well, technically, I guess you could get away with calling a female 007, because I mean that's that is a call sign, or whatever whatever you want to call it.
Before just real quick, DJD, you were correct. You have summoned Sketch.
Yes, the whole gang's here.
He is here.
I thought he'd make it for the final council of Jeremy's, since we're all going to be
Sketch,
killed to sacrifice. Jeremy getting to 1 million subs. Congratulations, Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, 1 million subs. Right? He's there already, right?
And Spartan Jeremy.
He's also failing. Jeremy's also failing. Yeah. He's not at 1 million subs. God dang it!
Huge failure. Anyway, speaking of Jeremy, we have Spartan Jeremy, who has just joined us. Spartan, what is up, man? How you doing?
I am late. I am good. I've been cooking all day, literally. But when managing, I completely forgot that this was going on, so I'm sorry for being late, but I am here.
Oh, that's all good. You are here, and that's what matters. By the way, the Geek in Disguise is here. What is up, Geek? Geek he flew past 1,000 subs. He's getting close to 2,000 as well. What's up, man? How you doing? Getting that Bollywood. Those Bollywood films, these are doing really well. He's doing very well.
That was smart. Yeah. There's a lot of people there.
Yes, T-Series liked you.
Exactly. T-Series liked me too early on, and then they stopped liking me because I made fun of them. I think that was a bad idea. So as long as you don't make fun of T-Series, enjoy a ridiculous amount of subs. That's all I gotta say. Just don't do that.
I wanted to point this out that no, this is not the last Council of Jeremy's. I just called it the last Jeremy.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, it was just a joke. Just in case anybody is concerned or anything, I'm just putting that out there. All right. Generation Productions say, he says, got a joke for you. What ancient civilization had a printing press? The Inkers. I don't know if I get it.
Oh, God. That's awful.
That terrible joke means I'm leaving. No, I'll be right back. I gotta check something.
All right. If you highlight, if my name's highlighted, I will 100% read it. And if I missed any, feel free to let me know. Yep, the Geek is doing all right. He says, equality is no longer the goal. Domination is the goal. Yeah, if they wanted equality, this wouldn't have been an issue. They were, I mean, just 10 years ago, you have female superhero movies, male superhero movies. Well, not so much female superhero movies. Great that they got Wonder Woman out, but you could just have the characters be there, the characters be consistent, and that was it. So yeah, equality. Yeah, exactly, Geek. Equality was not good enough. Not good enough. And he also says 007 is just a code name. James Bond is the man behind the code name. Yeah, but what I was saying, he says, don't see an issue with the chick behind the code name as long as it's not a gentleman James Bond. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but my issue is that all right. It's called the James Bond franchise. Literally called the James Bond franchise. And then you have James Bond franchise without James Bond. this makes no sense. It's just completely ass backwards. So it's like a Star Wars movie without a Skywalker, just exactly as I said earlier. By the way, they 22 people watching. Feel free to smash that like button, please, and that would be amazing. And I would like to thank each and every single one of you being here, all my new subscribers, all the OGs. Very much appreciate it. Shellback, what were you about to say?
It could work.
Good.
Oh, I know. I just think it doesn't make sense to not.
I'm totally being sarcastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally
Yeah. What's wrong with having films that are just guy films? Are they just? We're not going to have any more of those. Just why can't we just have like a good, fun action film like Fast and Furious? Great series. I don't want to just watch those all the time. I want to have different ones. Mission Impossible is awesome.
You know what? Since if they do this, which it looks like they are, and it's going to be the quote unquote female James Bond. I demand a male Alice in the next Resident Evil movie.
Oh man.
Anyway, guys, sorry I've got to jump ship, so I shall have to catch you guys on the next one. So hope you all have a good time rest of the stream, and I hope you get to 1,000 very soon, Proper.
Well, we're getting there. And thank you so much, man. I appreciate it as always. Everybody check out ForceGhost Jeremy. All right. Take care, man. Take care of that kid. And thank you to Mrs. ForceGhost Jeremy for making an appearance. Pretty much.
Bye.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. All right. Bye. And we have a new person joining. We got Sketch Therapy, also known as Puerto Rican Jeremy. Puerto Rican Jeremy Sketch. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Woohoo! All right, we also got another guest. We got Mary Mayhem.
Woohoo! I
Woohoo!
did not mean to be on Mary Mayhem. Hold on, I'll be back.
Oh, okay. All right then.
What was the topic? I'm sorry, I just popped in here. I just came in, and I saw what was up, what's going on, what's happening.
Oh, we were just going through all these various topics. We're just kind of skipping around. We were just. Wookie Jeremy is here. Welcome.
It's voluptuous Jeremy, you savage. Get it right.
I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's good. It's all good. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? We were just talking about a James Bond movie without James Bond.
No, I saw that. So I want to know who exactly they feel like they're going to draw in with this demographic, because it's not going to be women. We're not going to see your piece of shit film. You dumb.
No.
What do you think is going to happen? What are you doing right now?
Indiana Jeremy has the best comment for this. He says, it's like having an Indiana Jones movie without Indiana Jones. Coming out next year.
Well, no, he's going to be in it. He's going to be in it. He's just going to be cucked.
I hope not. I mean, listen,
all right.
Indiana Jones 4 wasn't great, but I mean, it didn't make him look stupid. I mean, there was a couple old jokes, but he wasn't sacrificed for somebody else.
To you, 007 is a man, but they wish to erase you and everything that is like you in the past, so that in the future this will be the only version. No, just like the woke, a little bit dumbed down, a little bit simpler live versions that they're doing now. It's a bit of a spectacle, but as far as the script and the music, it's not any deeper. There's not a lot there, but it is safely sanitized.
Which is silly, because no one wanted a sanitized 007 film.
No, but the people that are planning the future they don't care. This isn't about sales. These people that are doing this, they have so much money. they could be fired at any moment and not give a rat's patootie, right? So you expect, oh, they would. What about their money? There's people are rich. It matters to you because you're broke, relatively. we're not millionaires. We're like, oh, they won't lose that much money. But these people, Disney could fall, and they could still have a house in every nation.
Perhaps. I tend to think money is the driving force for most people. I don't believe that everybody and their mother is in on a giant conspiracy, as it were.
Well, not everybody, but these guys, definitely.
Some people in the company, absolutely. But I guess the sad part is, is just that they're not willing to admit mistakes, because Disney doesn't make mistakes, just like people don't die in Disneyland. No, never. Even the chick that got decapitated, they tried to say, no, she didn't die in Disneyland. She died outside of the park. No, that's just rubbish.
Their never-ending quest to make sure you don't associate Disney with death. What the heck, dude? Bambi's mother.
Exactly.
Oh, they just associated Disney with a tombstone for like 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
Oh, they did. Oh gosh. That was rich people want only one thing: more money. Yes, but you could also get money by make good movies at the same time. This is why I miss the years when Michael Eisner was the CEO of Disney, and we had all these movies like The Lion King. We had we had Toy Story come out. I mean, there's just so many amazing films that came out under Disney in the 90s and the late 80s. The Little Mermaid, which was great, Beauty and the Beast. Now they're all getting remade and they all suck. What is going on?
Tiger sucks.
It's because they think that people can't identify with a character unless they look exactly like them.
Yeah, which blows my mind, really, because that's never been the case. Look, I'm not saying representation isn't a nice thing. I'm not saying it isn't a good thing. I do, in fact, appreciate some measure of representation.
But not window dressing, right?
I don't need it to feel like I can identify with a character. I don't need it to be able to take good things from a character. And that, again, I'm not saying it's not a good thing, but it is not this crucial imperative thing that they keep making it out to be.
Exactly. And these okay, pardon my French, but these bastards, these sons of bitches, really think that they can do this. Like, it just
demonetized.
Improper.
No, it just pisses me off because nobody has to just look. I mean, this is not real. This is a fantasy. We don't want films that are just it's supposed to it's supposed to represent the times. No, it's just supposed to be a fantasy. Star Wars is a galaxy far, far away. We don't care about animal rights. We just want shit blowing up, lightsaber duels. Can they give us one good goddamn lightsaber battle? Just one. One, please.
No.
I mean, episode 3 had like 4 going on at once. You can't give us one good one.
No.
Screw everything up and
construct the male and give the power to the female new generation.
We have to free the horses that are going to get recaptured later. We have to.
Yes, send the minorities on a useless quest. They're not important. That side quest isn't important.
It's either reactive or
not
proactive.
Interesting.
Reactive or proactive? Is it reactive? I'm thinking proactive. I think they got this crazy eugenic scheme that they are better, but they will guide this other race to be as good as them. Why? How? Because they're going to guide it, just like they were guiding us through segregation, right? Because I am a person of color, and I remember my history, and I remember what these people have done, right? I remember when the left fought the Grand Old Party. You know them as the GOP because they wanted slaves, and they were the majority, right? I remember when they lost that war, and then they invented segregation because you can't just have free blacks, you have to guide it. And now they're guiding us again. Do I trust these people? No, they're slavers.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed whatsoever with Hollywood, with Disney, with anybody. With anybody.
What did you say? I sold it to the white slavers. That means the left.
You know, and also just, I think it's just, you know, maybe George Lucas was right when it comes to that. Because, look, I mean, these people, they don't care.
It's very eugenic.
They don't care about minorities. They don't care about women. They don't care about gay people. No, they don't give two rats' ass about these people. They just say, hey, you are oppressed. You need a leg up from us. We can help you because you can't do it yourself. Jackasses. No.
Yes, come here, poor little person.
Yes, and we're gonna put you, the actors, the actresses, into the spotlight and have you take the hit for everything. This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
I do see.
They don't care, but they pretend to care. They pretend to give a shit, and that is just that's just a big F you. You know, whether I don't care what side of the political spectrum you are on. It's you know, you have just open your eyes and just understand that they don't care about you. They are just putting on a facade. Always have been, always will.
Proper. I have a question. Okay, and this is just something we've never really discussed between like you and I back and forth. But I feel weird that we never have actually. From one bi person to another, right? From one LGBT to AAIP, comma exclamation point to another, right? How do you feel about this whole representation, pushing it out there and pushing forward the notion that like, oh, we've got a gay person up on the screen now? Like, what do you think about that? Because I've stated it many times how I feel about it, but I've never heard what you had to say about it.
Well, I echoed some of those sentiments just a second ago, but for me personally, you know, I've never had to feel that. Well, first off, whenever they represent a gay person, they're like, hello, I'm so fabulous. Look at my pretty neon outfits. Yay. Yeah, like just such girly men. I mean, come on. Like, why can't we just have, you know, a masculine man who's just happens to fuck dudes? Like, what? Why? Like, it's like they don't exist. Like, why can't two guys just sit down, you know, watch a football game, have some beers, and then fuck afterwards? It's not that hard.
Like a character trait, but like an insulting way to saying a stereotype. It's like they're doing the stereotypical thing that's just like an insult.
Yeah.
Kind of. Do you think? I don't know if you guys agree. I think they do.
I do agree with that.
Like for us.
And I agree when they don't. When they don't do that, they just bait you, right? Like, they bait gay people essentially. They'll flip a character and they'll appropriate a normally straight character and make them gay for the purposes of representation, which I feel is insulting, rather than just making a good gay character from the start, right? Like, just make a good
like Iceman.
Well, look, I get that, and I don't know.
That was weird. That was crazy.
And, well, before we go on too much further, I would like to say, surprisingly, feminine Jeremy is here.
Hey, Miss.
What is up, Miss? How are you?
I'm fantastic.
I know you were just you were there for a little bit, but I was just.
I'm shilling you out on my Twitter right now. That's why I'm muted.
I greatly appreciate it.
Oh,
thank you. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't forget that you were here.
I can never be forgotten.
And that lipstick is fabulous.
It is fabulous.
that color does look good.
Oh my gosh!
Biden touch. A little red on there.
Biden touch is in the chat.
And
he's every single time he has the hand emoji. Does feminine Jeremy come closer?
I'm perfectly happy right over here. Thank you.
This is the first account that literally could just have an emoji. Just an emoji, and that's it.
Generation Production corrections. I don't know who Miss is, but I'm afraid you're the wrong person.
Oh, own
They
it.
follow proper like a plague. It goes everywhere. Oh gosh. Well, welcome to the chat, Biden Touch. Welcome. Thank you all very much, and thank you to each and every single one of you who are here or who just stopped by and have liked this stream. All my new subscribers. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you all for watching, and let us carry on. What were you going to talk about, Mary, before I introduce Miss? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no. I'm glad to see.
Well, I was going to echo something Mary said.
I don't know who this Miss is you're talking
I'm
about.
sorry. I'm not going to sit here and say surprisingly feminine Jeremy every time. With syllables.
You can just call me sexy. Thank you.
Sexy Jeremy, I like that.
Oh, I should have trademarked that. Now there's going to be a sexy Jeremy, and I'm missing out.
Oh, you can change your at sometimes if it's early in the creation of the account, I think.
Yeah.
But I was echoing Mary's sentiments that like some of it isn't planned, some of it is a reaction. But it's like these people that plan to say, okay, put these people here just in case it goes bad. They hire the worst writers. They go cheapo on everything, basically scam most of this money. Does anybody know anything about Hollywood accounting? It's very fishy, right? And they spend all this money, and when it comes out terrible, what do we do now? Let's pull out the diversity cards that these casting people and marketing, and HR people put in there in the first place, and just use them as a shield. So yeah, I do believe there's a sprinkle of it that's pre-planned, and a lot of it is also reaction. And I think we first saw that reaction in Ghostbusters 2016. So Mary, I do see to that point that there is a reactionary point of it too.
No, I think
they don't represent us. I mean, as a person of color, they don't mean
representation. It's never even been about representation, right? That's not even the point for them. They don't care about representation. That's not the goal. The goal is to be able to sort of hedge your bets, right? You hedge your bets with this stuff because it allows you to not take any level of responsibility for the product that you place out there. So you guilt trip people into coming to see the product in the first place, right? Because if you don't come see this product, then you are a racist, you are a sexist, you are a bigot, you are a homophobe, right? And so if you don't come to see this product, there's the initial guilt trip. And then if it fails, well, then they have something to point at. Well, see, America is racist. America is sexist. America is bigoted. America is homophobic, right? That's what you point to. So I think it's a two-part plan on their end, because I agree that it does have something to do with not wanting to actually shell out the money to actually hire good, seasoned, capable writers for doing it in the first place.
Good people, you can't control them either. It's harder to control a good writer. It's harder to control a good director because he won't put his name on crap.
Yeah. And so this is becoming the norm. This is becoming the norm, and these people are then lauded as capable and super, super intelligent. They're putting out good content, and then the problem is not with them. The problem is with us, right? And never mind that I'm a woman. Never mind that Proper is bi. Never mind that Abu is black. Never mind that Jesse Milestone is a liberal. Never mind any of those things. We are what they say we are, and are the fact that we fit into the very labels that they demand that we adhere to. It doesn't matter because then we're tokens. We don't really exist. We're not really here. We're easily enough. You can sweep us under the rug. You can ignore us. I'm so passionate about growing this community and about extending our reach as far and as wide as humanly possible, because there's going to hit a point where they can't ignore it anymore, where there's just too many of us. We're too diverse.
When people that are claiming to be the people they represent start going against, it's like, wait a minute, I am a person of color. I don't agree with any of this. Or they start purity testing. How gay is gay? I mean, how brown is brown? How black is black? Oh, maybe you're mixed. You're not black enough to know about the struggle. This kind of thing. Puerto Ricans are mixed. All of us. All right, most of us, you do a DNA test, and it's like you're shooting buckshot at a world map. We come from everywhere, right? So I'm never going to be white enough, black enough, brown enough for any of these rules of this progressive stack.
It's
So
why it should never exist in the first place. It shouldn't. These things shouldn't exist in the first place, right?
Exactly.
These labels and these titles, they're so incidental. They don't mean anything.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because they didn't want labels. There was a whole time where they were like, "Don't label me," but then, then they went around and they started labeling everything.
It's like they reboot every 2 years and format the hard disk.
Yep, doesn't matter.
They forget everything that happened the last 2 years. Ask someone about something that happened, these people, about something that happened 3 years ago. They don't remember. They're like, what? I don't.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of why it's so hilarious is that because they don't actually care about any of this stuff, and that's why 2 years on we're all still very much hard up on this, right? Because we do care, because it actually means something to us. They would have been happy to let it go, right? To move on to the next thing. But these things, we're passionate about them because they actually matter to us. We're still on about the same thing. We're still here about the same thing, and that's because we were sincere. You can call us a lot of things, but insincere is not one of them. We meant what we said. Stop with the stuff we love. That's all we wanted.
And they won't recognize that with us. And I speak for myself a little bit here, but some people may echo what I say. A little bit goes a long way. You screw up, the whole Sonic thing. Why was the Sonic thing so different? Because they apologized and changed it.
Yep.
That's
all it takes.
Done that, or just like, hey, we're sorry it didn't work out. We wish you would have liked the story more. It wouldn't be a thing. It would be a party. Go to the next one. It's like, well, they screwed up, but you know how it is. You win some, you lose some. Maybe someone gets fired. It is what it is. But it wouldn't. And
it all goes back to Ghostbusters 2016 when Paul Feige was, or Feige, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know, but just
preach, brother, preach.
Yeah, he just decided to just say like, oh yeah, there's just a bunch of Trump supporters that didn't like the movie. That's why you didn't like it. That's why you hated the trailer, because you don't like women. And that whole thing just incited all of this and just gave Hollywood an excuse to be like, hey, you know what? When our movies are bad, when we're trying to push this agenda, why don't we just blame the customers? Let's blame the fans. Let's blame them because it's their fault. They're bigots. They're horrible people. And why should we take blame for anything that is our fault? What people don't like it, then there must be something wrong with them. It's you. It's you who's bad. It's you that's wrong. It's you that made the mistake of not liking the movie because you must be a horrible person because you don't think like us. Fucking ridiculous.
And that's a silly notion to begin with, to think that we don't think like them, right? To think that we don't think like them, that we don't want the same things ultimately, right? Like, I've yet to meet a person within this community. I've yet to meet a single person in this entire community that is an actual sexist. Not one. Not one. Not one. And I like to think I've met probably I would say I've met a good portion of this community, right? Like, I've met hundreds and spoken with hundreds and hundreds of people in this community at this point. I'm thrilled beyond belief to know all of these beautiful, wonderful people, and not one of them is a sexist. Not one of them has begrudged my femininity in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I am practicing.
Oh, I want to say that's because the definition of sexist is varies among people, apparently. Because being sexist could be opening a door for a woman, assuming that she can't open the door for herself. That's sexist.
Oh, how dare you be polite? How dare you just politely open the door?
That can get
you know what I mean, though.
They used to call that
literal trouble in a college or something. You do something like that, they might go file a complaint. He's opening the door for me like I'm weak.
Anything
case like this.
And also, it's discouraging men from doing. You know what I've noticed is that all of these different instances between men and women, like the relationship between the sexes, has now probably gotten worse because of this whole thing of I mean. I get it. The Me Too movement started, obviously, with women, who were sexually harassed in the workplace. Harvey Weinstein, what a sicko, horrible, disgusting, just all that. But then you have people who just say, just come in, like what happened with Andy Signore recently, and he comes out and says like none of this was true, and then just people take advantage of this, and they just say like, oh, this person did this person did that, and then it ruins these people's careers. And now you have people like Henry Cavill, and you have a bunch of people who are just afraid to flirt with women because they don't want their careers ruined. They don't want to get fired. So I also kind of think that people who normally would be good Samaritans are now afraid because they think something bad's going to happen to them if they get involved. So it's
what
best
gets
to
me.
walk away.
I record myself. I keep logs just so if I get some accusation like that, I'm always like recording myself, OBS, everything, just because I don't want anybody to say I did something I didn't do. Because sometimes I say some things people don't like. And I usually bring the receipts, and I get accused of stuff. I'm like, I did what? Look, I was here. This is what happened. This is what I said. This is what went on. That's why I you gotta be like that. I understand Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
In this environment, you're a big Hollywood star. You got millions in your pocket. You know that maybe $250,000 to get this bitch off your back. There's a lot of girls thinking, maybe I could play that game.
It is really dangerous for guys out there right now. They can't. There was a point. Women want to be approached. These stupid women want to be approached, but they don't understand why they're not being approached. And maybe it's because if they approach, the likeliness of getting sued or accused of rape is really high if a guy approaches you. It's really sad, and it's also really funny because they're just going to be sad old ladies with their cats wondering why no guy ever asked them out, even if it wasn't because they were ugly.
Well, there's the trend.
Saying, hey, you look cute. And I've seen puppies that look cute. I've seen kittens that look cute. Doesn't mean I want to fuck the kitten and the puppy. I'm just saying, it's adorable. It's a
especially at the same time.
Look, I've seen cars that I say, that's a cute car. That's some of these Mini Coopers. The new, I say it's cute. I wouldn't drive it, but I could see like buying one for my girl.
Right.
You understand what I mean? It's not an insult, but you don't dare open a door. You don't dare pay a compliment because the consequences could be so severe that it's not worth it.
Nope, not worth the trouble. And then just if something is actually happening, there's nobody there to help them because they're too afraid to get involved.
Well,
go ahead.
I will say I've seen this. I've actually seen this a few times in like some of the larger chats, not people that I've personally interacted with, but I understand completely the perspective that I've seen. People say, I actually saw this yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before in Jeremy over on Geeks and Gamers chat, where someone said, women aren't worth the trouble anymore. This is where we're at. There are men who are throwing up their hands and saying, screw it, because women are just far too much trouble anymore. We're just too much to deal with, because if it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not getting screamed at for holding open a door, it's getting accused of rape. It is constant with them. They are under fire. They are actually under attack on a regular basis. And so they're just like, there aren't enough good women out there anymore to keep bothering, to keep trying. And I wish to God I could just reach through the screen and go over there and sit down with them and say, it's not true. Look, I get it. You're under attack, but there are lots of good, wonderful women out there who will treat you with dignity and with respect. And I know that you feel like you're being shot down, and I understand that, but women, there are still good women out there. We exist, man. Let's not kill the human race over this, okay?
Women who make good sandwiches.
Yes, I'll make you a sandwich.
Wow, that I love good. What I'm trying to say is I understand that, but it's just like it's the news, the movies, the way they talk about that stuff, reaching the way they reach to the screen at Average Joe, it's very different. It's a scary world out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a little bit, because we've seen the way they actually interact, right? Beyond the hit piece, right? We're at what we call the ground level from where they build the hit piece, right? They give their version, but we're seeing what actually does go down, right? And from a ground level, you could see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying, Mary. There's probably there's some good ladies out there. You're probably a good lady. There's lots of good ladies out there, but the person that only sees the hit pieces and that part, they're just looking at CNN. The normies, they're not gonna get that message.
Right.
I hear you, but I don't know if it's hopefulness. I don't know if that would be statistically true. I think statistically it's dangerous. People are like, I'll go with a rental. At least I know the rules. They're up front.
Don't give up hope, though. Man, if I could just say one thing to men out there, it's don't give up hope, okay? There are good women out there who are on your side, who are fighting for you, who are doing everything they can to stand behind you and beside you, because we recognize that we actually are equals, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you as men. We value you. We're glad you're here, and we don't want you to go away. And hey, I appreciate it. You opened that door for me. I'm going to say thank you, because I really do appreciate it. And there are lots of women out there who do appreciate you, men. So don't give up hope just yet.
Yeah, I could not have said that better. And Biden Dirty, that's another Biden account. That's going to be a new thing. This is going to be a bunch of Joe Biden parodies. Oh, gosh. Imagine if he gets elected, it's going to be even better. This is going to be great. The hover hands in effect. Oh, yeah. Everyone saw that with Keanu Reeves. The hover hands.
Yes.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's a thing.
Will Smith does
okay.
it.
I just thought that was something Biden was doing,
All right. Okay.
What's it got to do with Keanu?
Oh, no. Just trust me on this.
Have automatic doors like Star Trek.
Let's see. Let's get this up here.
Okay, just want to tell us we're breathtaking you are too.
Thank you so much. Is that a joke or something breathtaking?
Yeah, it was Keanu was at this game festival, and someone starts, in the middle, he's just like talking and making a presentation. Some guy just screams out, "You're breathtaking!" Like really, and he didn't know what what to say. It's really funny. Yeah, you gotta see it.
All right. Well, first off, there's his hands. Halle Berry supports Keanu. Okay. So first off, let's take a look at this. You notice his hand is up there. It's hovering. The hover hand.
Yeah,
that's it. He doesn't want to get in trouble. He does it there. He does it here with, and that's. I think, isn't that Dolly Parton?
Yeah, that's Dolly Parton.
I don't think you have to worry about. I think she's a very classy lady. You wouldn't have to worry about her.
Yeah, but a fan might misconstrue.
Oh yeah. Yep, hover hand again.
Hover hand, yeah. They might not know what happened, and there's a mess.
No, that was Dolly Parton. That's not Dolly Parton.
I grew up thinking about hover hands and Dolly Parton. I won't lie.
That's back in the day.
There's a guy. Okay, there's a guy there. He just has his hands in his pocket. No touching fans. Hover hands again.
I don't know. It could be just I don't like touching people.
Hover hands again. No, that does the hover hand while taking photos. You know what?
It could be a combo.
Maybe
it's got multiple layers of reasons to do it. I can see why you would do this. I support this.
Well, Howie Manziel. Damn, did I give his name? Whatever. The guy deal got called. He is a germaphobe, so that's probably why he just does he just says he does the fist bump or something. He doesn't shake hands. He doesn't touch other people just because he's a germaphobe. Now is a good time, the best time to be a germaphobe.
We throw up a double peace sign. Yeah, what's up? throw them down. Yeah, good to see y'all. And step back.
Yeah, like if anything, like a good high five is about the limit.
But for a germaphobe, that's a lot. I mean, you know, if you're gonna go full non-touch, you gotta work at it to not have to say I'm a germaphobe.
I mean, but this type of stuff is what had freaking Henry Cavill making the statements that he made a while back. You know, it's like, dude, you know, I'm afraid to freaking do anything. You know.
Yeah. No.
And I mean, and that's a dude that I'm sure a vast majority of the population of this planet sees Henry Cavill and they're like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not attracted to men, but I can see that women would be, you know. It is very, what do you call it? Symmetrical in the face when you got a lot of the symmetry. It's
Puerto Rican straight up like, no homo.
No.
Yeah, no, you know. If I would be the first person, I'm proud if I was. I say, you know, I kind of qualify. I have a clean apartment. I have a cat, you know, and I'm not against anybody doing whatever they want to do with their stuff, as long as they don't force anybody. Right?
Yeah, don't force it upon other people. That's not cool. That's generally frowned upon.
That's like illegal, like rape. Don't do that. Oh well, don't steal. Yeah. It's bad stuff, but other than that, I mean, as long as you guys are like adults, you know what you're doing. It is what it is. But the thing is here, the hover hands, I understand it. I understand, like, even if the person, you would like, it would be like someone that you wouldn't feel like even if it was Trump, that you know he's not going to do that to you, he probably would still hover hand.
Well, it's not
you don't want to hug him. You don't want to like get too close. He might hug you though. I wouldn't be mad, but I'd be surprised.
We'll get back to the hoverheads in just a second. I know Mary just came back. Echo Base Network is here. He's getting close to that 1,000 mark as well. What is up, man? He says, I like women that can cook, but I still do most of the cooking. And that's fine, too. You know, if one of you is a better cook, why don't they cook? You know, you don't want subpar food to eat every night.
A lot of the times,
just
because
it's
dishes.
always, you know, I mean, like let's say, and what happens when it's a lesbian couple? One of them tells them, like, if they can do that. Sorry, don't tell them. Just say like, hey, you do this. No,
I like some dishes.
If they ask, like, then what are they going to say? Like, oh, like, yeah, it's just like, what? Are both of them not going to cook? No.
Well, usually some people are good at some dishes and other people are good at other dishes. So that's usually how it works out. Like some people good for like a quick snack. Other people like, I don't know. I've had a couple of like I've had a couple of girls that stuck around for a while, and usually it's how we rolled. You know, some stuff she was better at, they were better at. Some stuff I could do. I'm really good with the pasta. And I like that fettuccine. I really like Alfredo. Once in a while, I do a dish too. I gotta learn how to make better lasagna, but I got an oven, which is very important.
I can make grilled cheese. That's all I can do.
Voluptuous Jeremy saw my kitchen on a live stream. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
I like to and cook. On a live stream, I did tour my apartment. You were there that day, right? I think so. I don't know. Not proper, voluptuous.
Oh.
What was it?
Did you see the day I did the stream? You saw the kitchen? I like to cook a little bit in there, and I say like most of the time I got the oven, which is important. But as long as you got like a kitchen and 2 people, some people cook some dishes, other people cook other dishes. I think we've gone as far as we can go with this cookie thing. We're gonna have to move on.
All right.
Well, look, I appreciate a man who can cook, of course, but at the end of the day, I just look. This is gonna
chicken.
I like ordering food. I like ordering food.
I just got some Chinese. It's so good. I got like boneless ribs, marinated boneless ribs and Chinese rice. I don't know how to cook that. That I can't cook. I know how to do it. It's good though.
At the end of the day, Here's what I want. I want to be able to go in the kitchen and make the food and get out of my way, man, because I'm busy and you're going to muck it up. No offense, okay? But you're not going to do it as well as I can do it, okay? You're just not going to. And
you're a man.
Because you're a man, okay? And no offense. No offense. But look, any woman worth her salt is going to go into the kitchen and fix that shit her damn self because you're gonna muck it up.
I'm offended by that because I can't cook my shit.
I'll never be mad at that. I will never be mad at that at all. You can't do that. You get like, yeah, okay, go ahead. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You are still very young, okay? You're still very young, and so I think there will come a day when you will be able to handle it your damn self, right? Like right now, so we're not going to hold you to that standard because that's not fair to you yet. But I grew up in a time where my mother, I was 9 years old when my mom started dragging me into the kitchen and teaching me how to handle my shit, because no one is going to do it for you, right? And look, I think it's important to be well balanced, right? Like, but here's the truth. Can I go out to my car and change the oil? You bet I can. Can I change the tire? Sure. Can I do an ignition switch? Yes, I can. I've done all of these things.
I think parenting has become more indirect.
But the truth of the matter is that I'm more inclined to allow a guy to do it because when I'm done doing it, I will probably have done something not as good as a man could do it, right? And the same goes for in the kitchen, right? Like get out of my way. I'm going to do it better. Okay, that's all there is to it. So I just think that it worked well when it was done that way. I think it worked quite well. Do I think people should be well-rounded? Am I glad I know how to do a lot of the things that are traditionally masculine traits, or traditionally masculine tasks? Sure, I can do them. Absolutely. And I'm proud of being able to do those things. I'm handy with tools. Absolutely. But I'm not going to do as good of a job as a male would do on a typical basis, at least a male who's grown up more traditionally as I did. So look, you go fix the leaky faucet and I'll make a sandwich. And that works really, really well. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, and there's
See,
oh
well, I just want to read this one chat that I just thought was really funny. Larry says, I make a mean microwave cheese sandwich.
I make them too, man. I make them good too. See, cooking doesn't interest me very much. I'm not interested in cooking. I would love to learn how to gut a fish. That interests me. I would love to learn how to do that.
I could teach you how to do that. Echo Based, you can't beat me, sweetheart. You can't beat me. He's in it. I see you. I see you in the chat. You're talking about putting your skills up.
A lot of the top chefs in the world are men.
I hear you, but the vast majority of males pitted against the vast majority of females, they just can't cook like women can cook. Okay,
you got strong statistics, but you got a good
start.
No,
hold on, I'm not letting this go. Hold on. Echo Base is sitting there thinking he can outcook me. Honey, no, you can't. Honey, no, you can't.
Oh, you do a better cook. Okay, let me ask you this. Mary.
All these people start cooking.
Mary, are you a better cook than Gordon Ramsay? Yes or no?
Of course not.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's okay.
Damn it, I thought you'd say yes.
Another thing though, I know guys.
Well, look, Gordon Ramsay, that's all he does, right? Like that's his life, right? That's his profession. But the truth of the matter is that most
statistically, she's got us.
Yes, and I'm a damn good cook. I'm a damn good cook. Okay, like you have not lived until you've had my pot roast. Like it is ridiculous. I'm just saying, I'm a damn good cook.
We're going out of 10, about 7 women can cook. We're going out of 10, about 5 men.
There's guys out there. There's guys out there that the only thing they know about cars is how to turn the damn thing on and where to put the gas.
That's
my dad does not know shit about cars, but he can make a mean steak. He can fish. He can hunt. He can hike, but he don't know shit about cars or football.
Yeah. But he will eat without the car. He'll just hunt something. It's like, there's gonna be food.
He He can chop down trees, my dad. He is a manly man, but he could not tell you shit about a car, couldn't tell you types of cars, and he couldn't tell you who won the game last week. He plays video games. It's the only game
He could tell you if he won the game, but
yeah, he could tell you if he won the game. He couldn't tell you nothing about cars or football.
to be
It's just not the
fair,
man he was.
I am similar to that. I know how to drive a stick shift. I got that.
Everybody
But if
should
you
know
ask me-
how.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very lost art, isn't it?
I
You know,
can
there's
drive
not-
a
I
stick
can't.
shift.
I cannot stand automatic
Ooh.
cars at all.
I love them. There's so much more control. So much more control.
Stick shift, right?
I
Oh
love it.
yeah.
Yeah, men grill.
I love
Actually,
stick shift.
I think
I
it's
love
more accurate that dads grill. Dads grill. Not all men grill. Mostly dads.
Yeah.
I don't have a grill. Otherwise I would be doing that all the time.
If
Now, there's
you had a
nothing more
cup,
sad than having to buy frozen burgers and not grilling them and putting them
Well,
in a
you know,
microwave. It sucks.
According to that one commercial, men grilling is bad.
no,
Okay.
that's not what they were saying.
Because you don't have to think about the kids because you got the food, so you let you're like, hey, I'm dealing with the food. You guys take care of all that stuff.
They were.
Oh,
That's
oh,
why
that's
dads
a good
grill.
That's not what they were saying. They were using the grills to show you that they're dads. It was the dad stereotype with the grills, is what it was.
Boys will be boys.
I didn't see
Oh,
that's that woke to that thing that you guys are talking about. I'm talking
Yeah.
about tactically as a family unit. The dad might go for that grill because it means he doesn't have to take care of the kids jumping around with the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Honey,
I'll
take
be
care
here.
of the kids.
The last thing you want to do is to set your newborn on fire.
Wow.
That's why, when I see dads, holding their baby in one hand and grilling in the other, I'm just like, what if you accidentally drop the damn thing and it's just oopsies?
Oh, come on.
That's the third kid. That's by the third kid. The first one, they won't even want it outside with the smoke.
Well,
that third kid, he's grilling with daddy.
if you drop the kid onto the grill, just as long as you don't leave it on there for more than a minute on each side, you're fine.
And most kids roll over by what age? That's how you put the fire on. That's too cold.
Stop, drop, and roll. No, don't go jump in the neighbor's pool. No, you can't do that. No, because you just got to stop and roll on, dry grass. It's a great idea.
Stop running around. Stop running around, Timmy. Just drop. Just total monotone bullshit.
What if you don't know how to roll over?
Look, the dog's doing it.
Very small kids, but that might be too dark.
Or turtles.
Give Proper a couple of kids and see him in front of a grill for no reason. He'll suddenly have a grill.
Yeah, grills. Yeah.
Grills come with being a dad. It's just how it works.
Echo, you are absolutely correct on. Oh, Mary, you got it.
Statistically, I think that's statistically correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And there's something else I kind of wanted to get to. This is taking a very interesting turn. I very much enjoyed it. I have enjoyed this so much. You have no idea. It's been great. But there's something that I wanted to talk about that I just found out today. I saw a video on Odin's movie blog. Some of you may know him. But there was this article that I saw that says that it's like Cats outrageous. It's about the movie Cats. A Cats movie sparks outrage for quote unquote whitewashing black lead Francesca. I don't know how to.
Francesca.
It's
Francesca the Pussycat. That's how you say it.
DJ.
Hey DJ, how you doing? Nice to see you back.
Yeah, exactly. I had to go take care of something.
We've had a very interesting conversation.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
All right, Spartan, go.
I
All I
was
can
listening
say,
as I was
really,
editing. Yeah.
Sorry about the cooking tangent.
No, don't be.
If-
I
if-
thought it was very interesting.
if whitewashing, assuming you can hear me,
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
If whitewashing is their biggest concern with cats, they really need to adjust their priorities.
Yes, and
That
we're
movie's
about to
gonna
get into
blow.
this. You know what? I'm all for cats. I've said that I'm going to pay to see cats in defiance. And I've said this.
Why?
I've said this to people around here. I've said this to people around this town, and they are just like, "Wow, you really didn't like that movie? Then you know what? Go ahead, don't go see it. Don't see the
Okay.
next one." But
What's
what
the
is it?
budget? What's the budget? I think maybe you can make its budget back. That's right. I mean, did they go really big on the budget for this one?
I don't know. I don't know if that's released yet. Budget. What's the budget? Financial information. The numbers. Okay, I don't know how reliable this is. No idea. Zero. Oh no, that's just the box office. Oops. Whoopsie. No idea. Has not been released yet. Because I mean, they're still spending money to make it. That's probably why the film's not done yet. I think they just did. Didn't they just do reshoots or something? No. Nothing. Nada. Okay, moving on then.
To be honest.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm trying to avoid talking over people.
Oh yeah. Oh, I understand that.
I was saying that as long as it makes its money back, if it sets its expectation right, I'm sure it has its audience. But what I'm saying is, if they're getting the excuse out now, they must think it's bad, because it might be a reactionary. Oh, we had a bad movie. Let's get an excuse out there ahead of time. What do we got? I don't know. They got a black lead. What do we say? Well, the fur is white. Go with that.
Josiah!
Bombs. We got to blame someone. How do we blame Trump for this? How do we blame white people? How do we blame straight people? I don't know. What do we got? We got white people, black. Okay, let's blame the white people. That's I don't know. I mean, why? If it's not out yet, it's still in reshoots, and these people are outraged because of what? I don't buy it. I don't know. Who is this article coming from? Is it like a Kotaku or something?
You want to see the article now? All right, let's get into this. Let's jump into this.
This is like there's some bad. Jesus, look, this is.
Corporal Shepherd says Orange Cat bad.
Yeah.
Now we're demonetized. That's all it said. Orange Cat bad.
Okay, you know what? I might be with you on this. I might see this. This is just.
Oh my god!
Just for the
review. I thought that was something else. Oopsies.
Not yet.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but now that I have a look at it,
did you see an actual pussycat?
Why would they pick that picture, though? I mean,
you know, if they were just going to CGI the shit out of it, why didn't they just use actual cats?
Do it like the Lion King, but with cats.
Yeah.
No, expressionless cats! Yay! It'll be like.
I heard that though. I heard that.
Oh my gosh! Everything is subpar. Absolutely everything is subpar.
Like
Josiah Rises is in the chat. He was on the Council of Jeremy's as our guest of honor. That was a great episode. One of my favorites.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Josiah is so awesome.
He's an amazing individual. That's another man that lost something and got it back. He lost his live streaming for a little bit, and then they gave him his balls back. So good to see that you're doing well, Josiah. Everyone's getting their balls back. It's balls back to not 2019. I'm
balls
joking,
back.
big.
Oh god.
Back 2019, baby.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, Josiah was a Twitch thought for a month, and now he's back.
Hey, he was a fantastic Twitch thought. I love seeing his nipples. It was the best.
As I did.
He's adorable.
He is. He's great, and we love Josiah. And he helped me get that push yesterday, and that was awesome. But you know, it is what it is, and we're gonna get back up there. Yes, the cat has no balls. Yeah, that's supposed to not be a man cat, but
I
yeah.
guess.
Anyways,
Oh God! Hey, well, demonetized is an understatement. But actually, I'm not gonna say something worse considering I covered all the time.
That is
I'm flip-flopping. I gotta see
no.
this. Look at this. This is horrible. I don't know. I've never seen cats though. What is cats? Cats is
It
like
might be a trap, ladies and gentlemen. It's a trap. So
yeah, but if you're not attracted to a trap,
no.
you're not attracted to femininity,
No.
which is like still bad. So a trap is like an endless trap.
Have you seen Naruto? Maybe someone did some
oh, you're
jujitsu.
saying it wrong all the time.
No, I'm always going wrong. It's me.
I would rather pay to go see The Cat in the Hat with Michael Myers.
Seriously?
Mike Myers. Than
Why do you
see
keep
this shit.
calling him a serial killer? Stop it.
I know. I'm sorry. I keep messing in his damn name.
And why do you have to remind me of that shitty movie that came out last year?
I'd
Why?
rather see that than whatever this is gonna be.
I like
I'm
that.
gonna see this. I'm gonna
I
pay
didn't
for
see that movie though.
as opposed to paying for freaking Star Wars.
Right. Now, let's
test.
actually take a look at this. 'Cause I don't know very much about this, so I wanna really get into this and just see what is going on with this.
Well, please,
Yeah.
at least don't zoom in because that's definitely demonetized. You zoom in.
Are you still looking at that? Oh gosh.
Exactly what we're looking at.
Whoever arranged these pictures knew what they were doing. This is not an accident.
So there's apparently whitewashing for the Black Bleed. How do you pronounce her first name?
Francesca.
Francesca.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
It's a cat.
Okay, moving on.
I don't know.
Okay.
I see Francesca. I think this guy is so bad he just misspelled the name.
I was gonna say I think that's misspelled.
Look at it. Why is it different down
Yes,
here than
yes,
it is?
it is.
Why,
Oh my
why
God.
is it different? Why is it different? It's Francesca. I'm telling you, man. It's Francesca.
In the title, in the title, they misspelled the name.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This
Yeah, zoom in on the worst part. Yeah.
The spelling.
No.
What the?
Just be careful and
Francesca.
zoom out.
Francesca.
Blue
Damn
dolphin.
it, Robert.
Oh hell.
Down here is different. It's different at the bottom, right?
It might be the final council of Jeremy
Yes, it is.
now. Oh,
Oh my
god
god.
dang.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Oh, you're fine, Keika now.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Let me see. Who
This
wrote
is
this?
Oliver Grady.
Oliver, you suck.
I think the clone army is going to be demonetized and disavowed.
Everyone made
Disavow.
mistakes.
Oliver, what are you doing?
Maybe the letter S is like racist or something. I don't know.
Oliver, I don't know. Is there an S limit
Oh,
on
wow.
sentences now? No more than 3?
Cat's movie needs to get spaded. LOL. Okay, that was a good one, Generation Productions.
Yeah.
And yes, I will be reacting to the trailer, but I have not seen it yet. But oh gosh, I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, so
Bet you are.
the Kenyan-born actress Francesca Hayward
Kenyan-born.
has a white face of fur in the flick, which uses CGI.
Oh,
to
no,
turn-
not white fur, white foot. She has white foot. Look at the bottom. Francesca, she appears up with white foot. Right there. Look at it. Read it. Read it. What does it say?
Oh
white
my god!
White foot.
The white what's the foot?
She's got white foot. She appears with white foot.
It's almost like I
Not
wrote
all
this
white is just a
article.
foot, and you can't have a white foot because white foot's wrong.
This is amazing! Oh my god! This
Did
is
did they hire an
Everywhere.
actual cat to write the article? Because damn, I mean, it's just random crap.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
Kind of like
Okay.
the stuff the cats
Oh,
bring you in their
no.
mouths. It's random crap. Jeez.
No,
I
was
swear,
trying
I
to-
swear.
Haven't even gotten to the actual article yet.
I know my spelling sucks. Okay, I know a lot of people, you people know it. I know my spelling sucks, but I did not write this shit.
White
Wait.
food.
But Francesco White Butt, this is a troll. This is completely a troll article.
I hope so, but let's.
Yeah, I
carry
think
on.
that was photoshopped
Oh
and
my
terrible
God.
because my God,
So the
this
trailer
can't
for live
be real.
version
God,
of
it's terrible.
Drew Lloyd Webber's musical Smash dropped on Thursday night. Oh, what this musical?
I don't know how to feel about this.
Smash. Oh, okay, I get it now. I thought it was Smash dropped. I read it wrong. Okay, musical Smash dropped on Thursday night, and now many fans who have viewed it say Francesca's fur. Good, you got it right in the actual article. Congratulations,
And
you
the
have
name.
and the name's correct again. Yes.
Stupid.
Who's the editor?
The
There's
character.
no editor. You're supposed to have an editor. Like if you're in a hurry and you're just writing something on Twitter or Facebook, it like not really matter. But this is supposed to be a publication. I mean, you crucify my Twitter all day. I don't care. But let's people call themselves a news agency.
The news site of the year. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Oh, wow.
No, this
Is
is.
Sun a parody then?
I don't know.
Might
If-
be.
if-
No, that's a real newspaper. Actually, it's one of the ones that makes the most money in England.
I
So
think
it's at the
it could
bottom
be
of
baked.
it, but
It
still.
could be baked.
Feds in the
It could be
chat.
baked. It could be like, how stupid is the left? Will Kotaku go with this and like retweet it?
Oh, good, horrible is here, and they said they culturally appropriated my people.
Yes.
Oh,
You know.
wait,
David,
We might want to have an expert on this on the panel to discuss his side of his culture being
What?
appropriated. I was like adorable, maybe.
said they,
Oh,
I don't know.
they
Up
misspelled-
to you,
they
PJ,
misspelled-
but it would be extra
Yeah.
funny having a
Yes,
pussycat
you can
on
ask
the
the
panel.
cat. You want
Do
to
you
talk
want
to the cat?
to come on? Do you want
Would
to
you
come
like-
on, Fedorable, so you could talk about this?
Talk to the cat. I mean, the cat knows.
See, now
If you-
Fedorable knows how I feel ever since the first Ninja Turtles movie came out. Okay.
It'd be
Everybody-
funny
No.
if you had your avatar, then we'd kind of get it. But yeah, I hear you. I thought I got it.
It's still in the name. It's still in the
So,
name, Jeremy.
anyhow, so many fans have viewed it that say Francesca's fur not matching her skin tone and is an example of racism. Whitewashing is a term whitewashing is a term that refers to Hollywood's long history of sidelining black actors and preferring to cast mostly white leads in films. It is also used to describe situations where a black celebrity's skin appears to have been digitally lightened, for example, in an ad campaign to make them appear more Caucasian. What ad campaign? What ad campaign? And also, more bad grammar, ew. Francesca, who was the principal ballerina at the British Royal Ballet, plays a cat named Victoria the White. Are you serious? Oh, that's great. In the all singing, all dancing spectacular, but many critics believe the color of the cat did not have to be taken so literally. Francesca is Evo excusing. Okay, so we have some Twitter people complaining about this. You can clearly see. Oh, Taylor Swift. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Wait a minute. Is she
wait.
very? This is Taylor Swift is the one that's getting. That's Taylor Swift?
No.
That's just bad CGI, is all.
Okay.
Right.
So here's my question. So like a Scarlett Johansson, right? Scarlett Johansson can't play certain roles because
right?
she's a blonde white female, but yet an African born at least somewhat. I don't know if she's full African or not. If she is, she's very
Kenya.
light
She was born in
complected.
Kenya.
But I mean, a black actress can play a white cat.
I may be a bad idea to be to begin with. I don't know.
See your point, but
I don't get it, but
Yeah.
that yeah.
If they're gonna be that curious, if you can't be curious about the role having to be okay. So you want the white cat, right? So you want to be a purist about the role or about the color? Because if you're talking about the role, it's supposed to be a white cat. They cast a black person. Oh, you don't want a black person in the role. Who do you want in the role?
I don't know. There's no winning.
Change the character.
Yeah.
You want to change the character, so it's not a white cat anymore.
No, yeah, but I mean, it's like
That's what they do, though. That's what they're doing.
they don't
But it's
bring that up though.
They're not happy with the black cat. They don't like the black
It's
casting.
a cat. How can there be whitewashing if it's a cat? And it's supposed to be. Well, wait, what was her name? Victoria the White Cat, the White Cat. And you're getting upset about this. I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, like when it comes to ScarJo, they talk about her not being
I'm sure like
lesbian or whatever.
On Broadway.
But since the actress is black, they don't say anything. Well, why did you get a black actress to play a white cat? No, they're like, oh, it's whitewashing. It's like it's.
I want to jump off a bridge.
They did it backwards. I understand what you're saying, right? You're saying, well, if you're gonna be a purist, why? Because why? Okay, so washing.
It's the pot. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
It's when a character is supposed to be a certain race and you change it, right? When you whitewash, I think it was in some Hawaiian movie where this white girl played a Hawaiian, like a big kerfuffle about it a little while. Or a person that a role like let me see, like a traditionally Bane. Do you remember Bane? Bane was supposed to be a Latino, right? In that movie, the second movie, the Batman movie, the third movie, right?
Right. A Batman Forever. Oh no, the Dark Knight.
Luchador. That's what Bane is. A luchador on drugs. He's basically a coked up luchador. That's what Bane is, right? In a Cuban, well, not like in the Cuban. He comes from like a Cuban style prison system. That's what the writer said when he wrote it, right? Chuck Dixon, right? And so here's what it is, and it was called a whitewash. Why? Because this traditionally Latino role was given to a white person, right? So you gotta, when you're talking about the wash, right? This is what he's talking about the cat. Like it's supposed to be white. Why you going with? This is like just to clear up what the term means. When you're talking about a wash, it means you're changing the original, right? So they're talking about whitewashing is supposed to be changing the original. So the original was supposed to be a white cat, and they get it to a black person, but they were true to the role. Because the role is a white cat. So cast a black person, okay, whatever. But it's like, okay, if you're gonna be a purist, be a purist. Yeah. You can't just use it as a bludgeon for hitting the color white because you hate that color. You're gonna what is the word you're talking? The word you're using is whitewashing, right? You want to be true to the original. It was a white cat, so they gave you a white cat. What do you don't like about it? Then it's a black person. Oh, you're mad because it's a black person? Really? Oh, because you want to change the role? Just it's insanity. I don't understand. I don't lend this any credibility. I don't lend this publication any credibility. I think it's basically a troll. It's just made to get you a little angry, a little agitated. It may be good for discussion, good food for thought, good for fodder. If you guys got mad at it, but look at it. It's just completely hypocritical. It's absolutely hypocritical. It's made to make you angry. It's made. I'm sure the studio doesn't want this article out there. I don't think it's their idea.
No, absolutely not.
No, they definitely don't want that article out there.
You have a character named. When you have a character that's named Victoria the White, and you cast an African American, you cast a black person in the role, then of course it's gonna, yeah.
Doesn't matter what the
what do you expect? There's no winning here. I don't know.
There is no winning because you don't understand the goal.
No one's winning in that article.
No. This person's goal. It's just, they hate. It's about like pitting people against each other. That's what I would say. That's what I would say the purpose of this is.
That's all it really does. But I don't know what the article is actually doing. It seems like they're just showing both sides, which is interesting. They said no cats in the film Cats. Whitewashing Ohio has become unbearable. Oh God, no, not James Corden. You. No. Okay, I'm done looking at this because I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I already know what it looks like, and oh geez. Oh God.
There's big things for you to look forward to. Big things.
Well, I very much look forward to it. So, okay. Any other thoughts that you have with this whole thing? Some of the Jeremy
regardless of everything, at the end of the day, we will have memories.
Oh.
You guys both saw it. You guys saw the musical?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen it? You guys haven't seen it?
I have not. It will be my first time. But by the way,
so there's a curiosity factor. Can I give a favorable? There's a curiosity factor. I think it has its audience. I think this is a troll article. Jeremy, it might do good. You know, good things. Good things.
I'm more of a Sweeney Todd type person.
You would be.
I liked that movie. Yeah, I actually subscribed to a Sweeney Todd group that's constantly doing fiction about it.
So yeah, I was never a Cats person in the first place. Probably why I'm not interested in the movie. Also, it's a cash grab. I mean, look at the actors they hired for it. It's A-list actors playing in this stupid. I don't even know the story. I don't know the premise. It's dumb. And I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, you know that Broadway show Cats? I love that. It's my favorite." I've never heard one person ever say that ever.
You know,
it's my second favorite because I love Pussycat.
Oh.
If anybody grew up watching like Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes like I did, you actually have seen several Broadway musicals.
I believe that, yes.
I didn't know that, but
I watched somehow, but
I see how we could go there. I'm with you on this ride.
I have to make food, fellas.
Sorry. Apologize. But okay, yeah. I think there's a curiosity factor too. All the people that never, I'd say like, look, I'm not going to New York. Cats is not going to play here in, I don't know, Oklahoma or wherever. And I don't know, it might play there.
Okay.
Point it's a curiosity factor. It's there. So if you know the article, could be good. Just you guys talk. That's what I was saying.
I'll go see Cats. I mean, even though I'm more of a dog person, I'll go see Cats.
I'm definitely going to see this fantastic Pussycat film.
I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this damn thing, to be honest. It's a mess.
Indiana Jeremy says the furries will go see it.
Oh, the furries are going to pack those theaters. I suggest you take a raincoat and an umbrella and have both of them.
If that's the case, it's gonna look more like a showing of friggin' the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I think worse. It's gonna be worse.
Okay. Ooh. How many furries will show up for this? Do you think people will go out in full furry regalia?
Dude, I would.
Oh yeah,
I would double.
This could be an event. Wait a minute. It depends. If it's really bad, if it's bad, good. It could. You know how some movies are so bad. I think that's the whole point of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? I haven't seen it, but I kind of get it. It's like this is I don't know. I could be absolutely wrong about that, but it could become a thing.
Yeah, not like I've never been to a showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I've talked to people who have, and for them, half the fun, if not more, to going to see Rocky Horror Picture Show is to dress up.
Okay.
Then, you know. So.
Yeah, it's like a OG cosplay, old school cosplay. They would cosplay as them going to before there was like all these conventions and stuff, right? A little bit. Yeah, it could work. I don't know, but I don't know if Proper wants to,
What?
pull out a fur. Would you do that? Would you go out there in full furry regalia and see how many people would go out and
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that?
If you get to 2,000 subs before the end of the year, will you go in full furry regalia to the Cats premiere?
Okay.
So
You know
2K
what?
equals two furries, 1 cup. And two.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, he
Here-
went there. He went there.
Here is
Oh.
what
I go
I'll
everywhere.
do. Here's what I will do. If I set up a GoFundMe to get a furry costume and go to the premiere dressed in full hat costume, and we raise a certain amount. If we go past it, I'll donate the rest to charity. If people are willing to donate,
Dude,
I'll do it.
sign me up. Sign me up now.
Oh, so apparently we got a 2-for-1 deal. We got a turtle and whatever Jeremy's going to wear. That's amazing.
Some kind of
And
cat.
Adorable is going to go as Winnie the Pooh. That'll be great. Just go as Winnie the Pooh in a dress. It'll be glorious. You can do that, and you can come with us.
Puerto Ricans go.
We'll fly out. We'll have our channel,
It's
Jeremy,
Mayhem.
come down to LA, and we're all going to hang out. We're going to have Winnie the Pooh in a dress. Winnie the Pooh in a dress. We'll have Hallmark is going to be dressed up as a turtle, and I will be dressed up as a cat, and everyone. I'll go browse Amazon or wherever. I'll find a costume and I will do it.
Expensive though, you gotta you're gonna have to promote it real good. But it's a possibility, definitely. It sounds like fun.
That wouldn't make any sense
People will do this. I mean, do you think that's gonna happen? I kind of almost see I don't know how they could resist.
I'll do it if you raise the money, and I'll even have I don't know. I'll try to make it good.
People will
be hot, ready, and everything. But I'll see what happens. And if people are willing to do that, and the rest can be donated to a charity. I'm not sure which one it would be, but yeah.
I think it might happen all over the nation. I think it might be it would be spontaneous Rocky Horror Picture Show effect, just all the furries show up.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be
you understand what I'm saying? Like all over the nation. It's wow, the fucking furries are all out.
So you heard that,
Black
ladies and gentlemen.
Black Panther, damn it.
You heard it here first, my fellow felines. We will go all as a group to see Cats, and it's going to be glorious.
Indeed, and I will report on it from my cushy studio, laughing at all of you and pointing with of course, using the pointer, the laser pointer on all of you.
Oh yes, indeed. Anyways, yeah, I think it's been about 2.5 hours. I think we're about to wrap it up here real quick. But I would like to ask my panelists: is there anything that you wanted to bring up before we close this out? This won't be the last Council of Jeremys, but it is the last one on Google Hangouts until we figure out what the hell we're going to do with the alternative and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll probably be training a lot of you in the ways of OBS. And
congratulations on the
yeah.
Oh, thank you. I
Discord.
appreciate that.
Yep. OBS and Discord, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Jeremy, Mary, the ones who've asked me, I'll help you out on it. Teach you how to do it. I guess we'll do tutorial sessions. Oh boy, this will be fun. Fedorable's also good with that too. So
That's gonna be amusing for me because you're always complaining that I use Discord and not Twitter.
Leave the laser pointer out of this, DJD. You know we can't resist.
exactly. That's how I'll be using it in live coverage of it.
So DJ,
and we have 300 Jeremy accounts. That's awesome.
Oh,
Yay.
that's amazing. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, and yeah.
So this
Very
this
cool.
telling proper earlier. I'm like, the thing that I heard is like the biggest thing about it is it's like just going to be like a name change. It's still going to be there or whatever. But I mean, do you know any more particulars? I mean, is it
That's
actually going to
They're
be?
not really giving us much particulars. It's either the conflicting thing is either what you're stating or it's going to be Duo. Duo does not handle things that well, and on top of it, it's annoying to. You almost have to sign up for it separately. So it's, and then potentially so that it doesn't suck as much and it's closer to what Hangouts is, you have to pay a monthly subscription to YouTube. So I'm not going to do that. Maybe the bigger channels will pay to still have Hangouts, but I'm not going to get blackmailed into that by YouTube.
So basically, you're talking about having like one version for just like talking to people offline, and then another version to actually stream a live stream.
I mean, I'm sure it'll when it happens, it'll show up where it does now in the live streaming area, and we'll see what the options are. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen what it looks like yet. People in the beta, I would think, but they haven't leaked any of it that I know of. And they're really hush-hush on this. It's unbelievable. And they moved up the schedule, too.
They have.
Yeah.
Well, Indiana Jeremy has a good suggestion. He said it should the charity should be for abandoned cats. Yeah, I'd love to. And fun fact, I am ironically I am allergic to cats. But which makes it even better. But by the way, Puerto Rican Jeremy, your picture has disappeared.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the furry costumes aren't actually made of cat fur. So
yeah, there you go.
I mean, so I've been told.
Yeah, if you get one like that, it's probably going to be, a little bit out of budget. Sounds like a special order, and I don't know, kind of nasty, I think. A little bit. I mean, poor cuties. No.
Well, at any rate, we're gonna wrap it up here. This has gone 2.5 hours, and we got a couple other streams to do. This has been such a great time, and I just want to thank everyone who dropped in the panel, all my new subscribers who have come by, everybody who's liked and subscribed, has shared these videos. I greatly appreciate it. It's been so much fun, this YouTube thing. I really love it. Even though we lost the 1,000 mark, we're gonna get back, and it's gonna be great. And sooner than you think. But anyways, I'm going to go down the panel and just talk to all of my lovely panelists. First off, I do want to thank Miss Sarcastic Nerd and Mary frickin' Mayhem for stopping by and gracing us with their presence. So you also can't say that we were just a panel of dudes. And no sausage fest here, but
it was so close, though. So close, proper Jeremy. You almost did it.
So close.
Yeah, thanks to Jerry and to voluptuous Jeremy and what was the sexy Jeremy, right?
It was surprisingly feminine Jeremy, but we can call him. Yeah,
you could definitely call him, they, sexy Jeremy. Sure.
No, I just go with the instructions I got.
Well, I'm going to go down the panel, and I cannot wait to see you all next month. But until then, let's introduce these lovely panelists. First off, we have our Minister of Propaganda, Shellback, TCH. Am I right?
You're like Jesse freaking Milestone. Every time you say it, you butcher it.
Did I butcher it again?
TJC, man. TJC.
I keep all saying THC all the time.
J, as in the
TJC.
first letter of your name.
Okay, Shellback TJC.
But
Okay,
anyway, now
Jeremy.
that I've sufficiently busted his chops, yeah, come by the channel, check me out.
Go ahead.
It's a variety of things. I just talk about whatever I want to talk about.
I think it's a great channel. Frankly. No, it'd be funny if you had the turtle. But anyways, we also have Puerto Rican Jeremy, also known as Sketch Therapy. Sketch, tell the people what you got going on.
Well, I really like to support channels like this one, like Come On, and I sit on some of these panels. I recommend Geeks and Gamers. I recommend World Class Bullshitters. I recommend that Star Wars girl. I recommend Odin. I recommend Jesse Milestone. John Talks Star Wars. Ethan Van Skyver. I recommend, all these great people that have given me a chance. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. Adorable, creepy little book. And Mary was here. We mentioned her. I like seeing people together, or like bringing two people together when I get a chance. And I'm just happy to see all of you. And that's who I would recommend you guys subscribe to. Me, I do a little art. Kind of therapy. It just soothes me when I'm feeling stressed. And I put it up sometimes. It's for people that do that too. Well, there you go. This is what happened. But, it's not something I promote a lot. I just like to talk to good people and, promote them, chat when I can and Twitter, whatever. But, yeah, that's it. Just good people out there. It's a good group of people out there. And, yeah, how about you guys?
Oh, thanks, man. That was really nice of you to say. Dude, that's awesome. We also got Stone Cold Jeremy with us. Good to see you again. Tell the people
Ivan Ortega, him too. I don't want to forget. Okay.
Indeed. Remember all the people. Yes.
Yes. Stone Cold.
Oh yeah. Well, as far as what I've got going on, just pretty much just Twitter at Stone Cold. As far as YouTube goes, I work too many hours in my personal job to do anything on YouTube.
I hear that.
Speaking of which, Spartan. By the way, Spartan is the only other Jeremy
you can
here
often
on every single council, and I just want to thank you for that. And it will not be the last. So, Spartan Jeremy, tell us about it.
It was fun, everyone. It's the last one. We're all screwed.
No, no, it is not the last one.
Every council Jeremy's is the last one. That's how you should.
Press 1 to get Jeremy to 1,000 because it's all over.
That way.
Train is leaving the station.
I thought you were at 1,000, but I'm sure you'll be there like by the end of the weekend or something.
It'll be fine.
I want to get him there today. He's like 10 away. Damn near.
I've always said you'd be
a
guest for the High Council. They're just putting people in and out. Eka was a great guest. Great guest, just some good guests. All from Geeks and Gamers clan and all you people. I think all y'all good people. So yeah, I'm glad to see y'all together and yeah, good people. Subscribe to the property. Get them up there. Let's get to 1,000.
Thank you, Sketch. Thank you. I would love the perfect world. We wouldn't even be having that conversation, but we are very close though, so that is good, and that I am excited about, and that's what matters. And all right, so Spartan, go ahead, take it away. Tell the people what you got going on.
Life is kicking me in the ass right now, so so you will always find me here unless some great tragedy happens. Trying to do what I can to show proper Jeremy some support because he needs it. Because he's done a lot of hard work to give people like me and the rest of you all you've got to do is, well, it's probably not that hard to get on the accounts of Jeremy's now that I think about it. You basically just have to be a decent person.
And have a Jeremy account.
Don't kick me, though.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you stole my line. God dang it, Sketch. I'm joking. I was going to say I'm not a decent person either, but god dang vampire. I suck people's blood out. I mean, rip them apart. Shit.
Vampirism is your conditioning. You know?
Exactly. It's terrible. Bad person.
Mikey, that's a good question. I have no idea. My guess is YouTube purged me as soon as I got there. They're like, no, we can't have you be over 1,000. No, can't do that. But
that was ridiculous. The amount. My God.
But if the people want proper Jeremy, there's nothing that YouTube can do to stop me. And that
I have accounts on 4 devices, 25 each. I could get you there, but they probably
you'll have to create other
he
ones.
Wants to earn it on his knees. That's what proper Jeremy wants to do.
Like, please,
it's a hard taskmaster. I'll tell you that.
Proper Jeremy isn't that easy. I don't know.
No. Maybe it's easy, but I'm not easy. And last but certainly
I will be completely
good. Yes, Spartan?
Oh, I was just going to say, I have literally subscribed to you 4 times. I cannot do it anymore.
You don't have to do it anymore. Please don't. You don't have to do it anymore. It's all good. It's all good. The fact that there are even people watching me at all is a blessing in of itself, and for that I am grateful for. And also speaking of people that I'm grateful for, one of the 3 people who inspired me to have a channel. You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, it's our fault that Jeremy exists, sadly.
Along with the Frank of the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Mr. Peabody, the DJD Show, ladies and gentlemen, DJD. Thank you, DJ, and tell the people what you got going on.
You forgot Mr. Peabody, you bloody wanker.
I said Mr. Peabody.
All right, I'm saying him again because he doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, that man really dissected you. Oh God, Frank too. Frank and the Wiener Dog Clan. I just really wanted to make sure because Mr. Peabody's a little cute damsel in distress that he is that doesn't get enough credit. I'm joking. All right, me, it's pretty much what you've seen. I make fun of people. I make fun of YouTube. I roasted, do some parodies, do satire. Musical parodies, whatever, and just do wacky voices like little force lightning right into proper Jeremy's tuna box. That's covering his chastity belt. There you go. It's tuna box full of his chastity belt. Hopefully at 1,000 we unlock it. That way Jeremy can have all the fun in all the land with proper Jeremy. It's gonna be fun till your daddy takes your T-bird away, and it's pretty much that. So the force lightning unlocking at 1,000. And I sense much fear in all of you. Indeed, when that happens, indeed, don't you start me. There's only one Yoda, but it's not me. There's a greater Yoda out there who really does it well, but we haven't heard about him in a while, so hopefully he hangs out again. But it's just, you look at the little Emilio Estevez lookalike here, and he's trying his best. He's on the YouTube, so why don't you sub to him? There's just 1,000 subs. And then you can never watch him again. You don't have to watch him ever again. Just 1,000 and then stop watching. Make sure it gets to 0 on views. That's the best part. And super chat him terrible things. And make sure you use wacky voices. Wacky names. There you go. Like I swallow things or whatever. You just make it up. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy.
I love how you switched from Yoda to Smeagol Yoda.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It was very,
and then it's a subtle switch to the next one. Yeah, exactly.
It was very precious.
The precious. And you said there was only No, and you said there is only one. No, another. There is another. No, that was okay.
That was solid. It was solid.
I've had. I can.
I can talk like I'm a white person. That's you like. What I like to say is that when I was living down there down south, she in Beverly, they take me sentence, right? And they take me sentence and they do a whole long sentence and they don't put any pauses in it. Just keep going like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand a damn thing you're saying.
There, man, it's like that guy in King of the Hill who was sitting outside and he mostly mumbles.
Omar, is that you?
Really talk like that. I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Boomhauer.
Well, at any rate, my name is Proper Jeremy. You can see me usually every Thursday. Next week is going to be Wednesday for this week in Bullshit. That's going to be fun. We're going to have some great guests there. It's going to be the last day of Google Hangouts. Until then, well, we'll see what happens. But yes, thank you all so much. This has been Merry Mayhem, Miss Sarcastic Nerd, Shellback, TJC, aka Hallmark Channel Jeremy, Sketch Therapy, Spartan Jeremy, Stone Cold Jeremy, the DJD Show, and I am Proper Jeremy.